And welcome in, everybody. So I've got some great news for all of you that, so hang on one second. So you know how Hydreigon and Prism Energy are banned? Well, you know what would make the launch of Black Bolt and White Flare even better is if the game itself is just broken. So I'm not quite sure what happened, but when I was testing earlier today, it forced me to reconnect, so I don't know what they did. Something happened earlier today where it forced me to reconnect, and then ever since then, people have been complaining about just massive issues, so they just updated their website. We're aware of increased player reports of intermittent disconnections, freezing, and general latency issues. Come on. Come on. Yeah, it was a forced reconnect while I was playing with my testes. It's just, it's insane. It's insane how terribly this launch has gone. You know, it's not the worst launch they've ever had, which is even more, it's more humiliating. Get it? It's humiliating. But this is pathetic, right? This is just absolutely pathetic. It's sad. It's the state of PTCGL in 2025 where they just have to ban cards and the game just doesn't even work. Yeah, so I tried to test. Fridays, I don't really have as much time to test. I played a little bit of Seismitoad. It actually went pretty well, and I tried a little bit of Reuniclus with Frostlass. That didn't go nearly as well. But Seismitoad was okay. It's just the problem is Seismitoad and Reuniclus are both just worse Typhlosion. Typhlosion has access to Victini and all the other accoutrements. With Seismitoad, yeah, getting 280 is pretty easy, but I would rather just play Typhlosion. I'd rather have a Thigh Explosion. And Reuniclus, like, it's fun, but again, Typhlosion's just better. Though I will, I'll get around to him. All right, so we're just playing Wugtrio until I get a few games for a video, and then we can whack off a little bit together. And yeah, it's all my fault. Ever since Azul became an ambassador, this game's been worse, but never gonna let me down. I'm not ignore. I'm not dono walling you. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. And yes, they said they're going to give us more codes because, you know, they got to make up for the nerf. And Nick, well, unlike that, this is actually a reconnection you want. So I tested Wugtrio earlier. I went, I think, 1 for my first 7. I went 1 in 6. Oh, we got to get the coin flip counter. Oh, I almost forgot. Oh, baby. We got to get the old... I almost forgot that. Could you imagine if we forgot the coin flip counter? Could you? That would be unforgivable. Okay, we're facing Chen Pao, so this is a win. Okay, well, maybe not. This should be an automatic win. I guess I play with my balls first. Yeah, so we get the Dunsparce. The reason you play with your balls before eating some Poffins, okay, it's because you want to have an increased chance of getting Pokemon with Great Ball. So of course we fail miserably. But at least next turn we have a couple things. You know, odds are they're not going to be able to do anything. Even if they get back Caliber, that's not a guarantee they're going to have a good turn here. So I'm not too terribly concerned. The newsletter code went out today. They upped it to 2 Black Bolt and 2 White Flare. I think it was 3 codes or 3 packs before. And now it's 2 of each plus, oh my god, I hate that. So it used to be 3 packs of 1 set. Now it's 2 of each and you get the Embor illustration rare line. But I was thinking about this because I'm playing and testing decks that only have special energy. The animation, oh crap. The animation for special energy takes up at least an extra second of time. So you're taking an extra second. I know it doesn't seem important, but the extra second is kind of important. And never gonna let me down. No, I don't have any drops. Tricky Jim is gonna have drops though. Believe it or not, Tricky Jim has, you know, crossed back over to the dark side and is apparently gonna be streaming more PTCGL. So Tricky Jim's going to have drops. Trust Your Pilot can't have drops. Of course, Trust Your Pilot doesn't have drops. Why would the number 1 PTCGL player of all time have drops? All right, so if we just hit some rare candies, we probably win. Okay, just hit some rare candies and that's GG. We hit literally nothing. Oh, God. All right, so what do we get? We got Night Stretcher, Super Rod, Pokedeer, and 2 energy. Didn't get a rare candy, didn't get a backed caliber. I mean, that's not great. Okay. Are they going to be a little SOB? I think we lose now just because of the Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. Who do we need to harass? Oh, wait, why didn't they bosses? Why wouldn't you bosses and sob like a Wiglett or something? Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're ever going to get drops on this channel because my biggest video of the last month is me complaining about live and me ranting about live. So it's highly unlikely that we're ever going to get that. Oh, that's perfect. So this is why Ignition Energy, this is kind of showing you why is Ignition Energy so important to Wugtrio. Okay, well, that's not as good. That's kind of useless. But the reason that Ignition Energy is more important is because we're tied on prizes and I can use Wugtrio to attack. I can start milling with Wugtrio at this point in time. Okay, there's Colress's Tenacity. Wait, do they have a Grand Tree? Ooh. Okay, that's really bad. That's actually horrible for us. We're definitely going to lose the game now. But I'm going to be able to put Fezandipiti into play. If I can find the neutralization zone, we'll also be totally okay, because I don't think they're going to be able to, you know, they'll just build up a backed caliber and that'll be pretty bad. But we can Xerosic at a time and we might be all right. Yeah, you know, Mahone gets drops. They're giving the drops to the people who don't play TCG Live. So it's the people who just play TCG Live when they have drops active. So, you know, For the Win, I mean, For the Win's not really a Twitch streamer, more of a YouTube streamer, but For the Win doesn't get drops. The #1 PTCGL streamer of all time doesn't get drops. They should not have put the Monkey Dory into play. That was a terrible decision. But we have a chancey. We definitely have a chancey of winning. I just have to find neutralization zone. Yeah, Sunny doesn't get drops because, I mean, no one liked Sunny. No one liked Millhouse. All right, so... like, I get why they use Torrential Pump, but it is a bit tough, right? It's a bit tricky, Jim. All right, so we go Grand Tree. I believe we just get the old Wugtrio. And then, yeah, we'll Fezandipiti. I have Hilda, which is actually a really great card. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying actually. Of course, it's a great card. Hilda's a great card. And actually, we're going to switch it up here. I believe they made a huge oopsie by putting the Monkey Dory down, because what I can do here is I can just countercatcher Gravity Gemstone, and now they're going to have to find their Jet Energy, and if they can't get Pidgeot, then they're screwed. But if they can find Pidgeot, then I'm screwed. All right, so we Fezandipiti'd. I think I want to use Reversal Energy on this turn. The reason I'm using Reversal Energy early instead of Ignition is because this Wugtrio might survive a turn. Oh, hello. Give me them Jet Energies, baby. Oh my god. Okay, well, we hit a Pidgeot and more recovery. So I can't quite hate that, right? We hit a Luminous. Oh my god, they just had another Pidgeot. Okay. Okay, so we're going to lose Wugtrio and Wiglett, and we're going to lose the game. Awesome. We've already lost the game. There's the Jet in the active. They did Pidgeot for Jet, though, so they do need 2 energy. And I don't think okay. No, oh, they had 6 energy in there. Okay, well, that's fun. And... Keldeo, no one in their right mind would ever play Keldeo, okay? Keldeo does not make sense. We've lost this game. So this deck's really only big weakness is Iron Hands and Wellspring Mask. That's about it. And I could have won this game if I just got Neutralization Zone, but I've literally never been able to find Neutralization Zone with this deck. Yeah, you're not in your right minds either. Okay, so Xerosic, yeah, doesn't really help. All right, so we'll just end the game there. So we did lose that one against P. Diddy Zard. against P Diddy Zard. And Zenith, no, Wugtrio is great. It just has 2 bad matchups. That's about it. And I mean, I was not expecting to see Chen Pao today. And Nick, no, you don't want to do that. You don't want to give up prizes. You just want to use Ignition and Reversal. So you don't want to use Dust Noir or any of those things. You just let them beat you off a little bit. That's it. You don't want to give up prizes because this deck does take a little bit of time because, you know, there's a bit of luck involved. And yeah, Garchomp, Gardevoir, Miraidon, those are all great matchups. This is a terrible starting hand unless they get like turn 1 Precious Trolley. This is another random issue that I've experienced with this deck is that despite 4 Poffin, 2 Artazon, Arven, and all the things, I just never find basics. It's really weird. I'm thinking I might up the count of Arven to 4. All right, here we go. We got Dragapult. This is another potentially not great matchup, but it is something. Okay. This is a potentially concerning matchup, but we can Artazon for a Dunsparce. Actually, no, we go for Fan Rotom. Jeez. It's been so difficult for me to find the freaking Fan Rotom that I haven't been thinking, oh, let's go get the Fan Rotom. All right, so we have all the things. I don't really want to waste a reversal, but I honestly don't have a choice here. I've never flipped heads on Diggle and the trend continues. What is this? The Harlem Shake? Because the trend just keeps continuing. Oh, God. So yeah, Diggle, flip a coin if heads, discard the top card of your opponent's deck. I always flip tails. There's never a choice. You're just always going to flip tails. Okay. Them getting Badoo is interesting. Because I can attack with Fan Rotom. That's always... Oh, crap. Attacking with Fan Rotom is something this deck can do. That just looks... When the game is naked... Oh, what the hell is this? What is this hand? All right. Yep. Oh, my God. And never gonna let me down. You lost against an Ethan box? That sounds like a skill issue to me if you lose to Ethan. All right, well, we can at least Gravity Gemstone the Badoo. But what the hell is this hand? Oh, yeah, give me a Xerosic. Thank you. Thanks, PTCGL. Love that. All right, so I could take a prize. The difference with Ignition Energy and Triple Acceleration Energy from back in the day is that this does work on a basic. The question is, do I want it? No, because they'll probably just go... Yeah, they're just going to put Fezandipiti down. They're going to like go, Nest Ball, Fezandipiti. Oh, you took a knockout? Hey, we dug a little. And Nick? No, Bill's Transfer, quit trying to spread that propaganda. Bill's Transfer is not a good card. Okay, Bill's Transfer is just a Great Ball. Like, I whiffed a Great Ball in the previous game. I played Great Ball, whiffed, like it was a sock drawer, am I right? Do they just have rare candy Pidgeot? Please tell me they don't have rare candy Pidgeot like that. But it's the fact that I don't have a way to find Bill's Transfer. You know, you want to have the best supporters possible. Iono is always going to be a draw 6. Grab more than one Pokemon, but I played Great Ball and got 0 Pokemon. So you're saying, oh, get Bill's Transfer to get any amount of Pokemon from the top 8. But I played Great Ball, and oh, never gonna let me down. You are right. I keep forgetting about that because I'm arguing with chat members. All right, so we're gonna start. I think we're 1-1. We'll just pretend like we're 1-1. Okay, interesting start here. And there's a Dunsparce that I definitely needed. Thank you. All right, well, let's run away draw. Thank you. Okay. We're going to Artazon for a Wiglett. Okay, so the Badoo is potentially trapped in the active. I'm just going to go for it. I believe we're getting a Wugtrio. If we don't get a Wugtrio, we're going to lose the game anyways. So I think we're getting a Wugtrio, and we can prevent them. Are you freaking... Okay, no, we still have 2 chances. We still have 2 chances to get a Wugtrio. Everything's going to be fine. What are they going to do? Get a Dragapult and win... Please don't do this to me. Please. Oh my god. I hate this game so much. I don't even know what to do with my life. I don't even know what to do. And Zenith. Hey, we hit their Sparkling Crystal. That's pretty good. We did hit the Sparkling Crystal, so they're going to have to get a Charizard. So, yeah, I don't remember what game 1 was. We'll just pretend like game 1 didn't happen because that was PTCGL trolling us anyways. So game 1 didn't happen. And Fat Cats and Panpads, we were under item lock, so no, we could not play with our balls. And Nick, we have Hilda. We have Hilda is better than Bill's. Hilda gets an evolution and an energy. Yeah, that was a skill issue. You know, I could have gotten it, but PTCGL said, not today, Satan. God, where the hell are do we prize all the Wugtrio? Did we prize just all the Wugtrio? Is that... I'm choosing to blame that. But in order for them to retreat the Badoo, they do need to put an energy on it, which is okay, I guess. It's not great. Neutralization Zone is definitely my ace in the hole. But I don't know. This is... Oh, there's a Wugtrio right on time. Okay, so they need a Charizard. They've already Pidgeotted. They needed a Charizard if they were going to take a knockout this turn and do terrible things to my body. But we're actually in a decent position. Except for the fact that I have to waste another Ignition Energy. We're in a decent position, except for the fact that I lose another Ignition Energy. Which is no bueno. Alright, so I believe just all the Wiglett is going to be okay. But if we can hit a Charizard, if we can just get 3 heads and hit a Zard, we may win the game. Okay? 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 I didn't see a Charizard in there, but I did see a Dragapult. So the animation for special energy plays also when you're discarding. That seems dumb. All right, so we're 5-1 on coin flips. Don't hate that. All right, so we flipped. We got rid of a Fire, a Luminous, Rare Candy, Dragapult. We hit quite a few things, but not enough. Because they still have Triple Cloak, Pidgeot, and they're a Charizard away from bodying me. Okay, so they're going to most likely... They don't need to gust anybody. Gusting doesn't really do much for them. Yeah, this isn't great. Yeah, Glimwood Tangle, Flip Teeny. You know, I would even take Will at this point. Well, I don't think I would take Will. Will was not a good card. So they need a Zard. That is realistically all they need right now is just a Zard. Because then they can go attach 1 to the Badoo, attach 1 to the Dragapult, and they got it. You know, you'd think a deck with 3 stage 2 lines would struggle. Okay, maybe they are out of fire energy. We did hit 2. Maybe they prize 3 of them or something. Oh, they did. Oh, yes. Oh, they don't see it. Oh, oh, God. That's what we call a premature celebration. All right, so what's the strat here? I guess I go for Fezandipiti. Okay, so we send up I think I have to send up a Wiglett. We have Artazon. I have to go for a Fezandipiti. And we just have to hope here. And I'll bring up your cloak. Hey, there's a Dudunsparce. Thank you. And then I believe I Dudunsparce first. Right? Because I still have Artazon and Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Actually, no. I play Buddy-Buddy Poffin first. And then we get double Dunsparce. And then we go to Dunsparce. And then we see. Because they're very likely to win this game. Okay, that's not awesome. Okay, so we go Counter Catcher, Ager Cloak, Reversal Energy the Wiglett, Ultra Ball this guy, And then we need a Wugtrio. And Grusha, the problem with Grusha is that you have to have 0 energy, and there's always a chance that you might just have an energy stick around, and then Grusha's not as powerful, but Grusha's still okay. Oh, that's not great. Okay, well, we're just gonna Artazon the Dunsparce into play and hope that they can't retreat this Dracloak. Oh, man, you definitely need more Gravity Gemstone is what I'm learning, is you need like 3 Gemstone. Okay, well, that's 1 for 2. Can I get all their energy? No, we got nothing. Oh, man, this is getting tougher than I thought it was going to be. I thought Wugtrio was just going to, like, work. You know, how dumb I am. I thought Wugtrio was going to work, and that's not what happened. And they just got to switch. Okay, so what's their stadium count? They haven't played a single stadium. I would imagine that Artazon is their stadium. But the only chance that I have of winning anyways is... yeah, I have no chance of winning. They play 3 switches and 3 stage 2s, and they out-consistency'd me. That is nuts. Oh yeah, now we get the stupid Morty's conviction. Alright, so yeah, we have Colress for... we have Colress for the neutralization zone, but that didn't come into play, obviously. Alright, I think we'll play 2 more games with Wugtrio, and if they go disastrously, I'll switch it up to something else. Because this is a little unfortunate. Alright, let's just try to Dunsparce again. Yeah, let's swap out that one. Let's get another Gravity Gemstone, because I feel like the Gemstones are the most important cards here. But yeah, I'm not opposed to Grusha. You know, I've always wanted to find out what's underneath Grusha's parka, because it seems like there's some goodies underneath there. You know, I wanna be like what's that 50 Cent song? I want Grusha to take me to the candy shop. I want Grusha to show me what they've got. And the reason I started stream a little earlier today is because I'm paranoid that they're going to take the game offline, which is highly likely. They're going to take the game offline for routine emergency maintenance. Because, I mean, not only are the cards banned, but the game is currently broken. Because, you know, again, the PTCGL dev definitely is great at what they do. All right, not the worst start in the world. You have to prioritize Fan Rotom early, because that gets you your 3 Dunsparce. But I'm having an impossible time finding Dunsparce. And Fat Cats, I think we're going to see Pokemon stuff. I'm not 100% sure, but I would imagine there's going to be Pokemon stuff at the Pokemon Presents. It's a tough call, but I think I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. Hey, Furlane, welcome back. How are you doing? Are you ready to get humiliated? Because we're milling people? Yeah, bold prediction. No, we'll find out more megas. That's probably going to be the big thing, is like the new megas. We'll get our first look at the new megas. There will be low quality gameplay. What about Larry's skill issue? I think Hilda is the correct one. Like, between Grusha and Larry's skill, I think Hilda is just the best option. Right? Definitely when Lily's determination comes out, that's going to get it. But Grusha's what? Drop to 5, then drop to 7. So it's not amazing. Another freaking Dragapult game. And of course, we're facing Dragapult with Dusknoir. Of course we're facing that. Why wouldn't we face that? Okay, so let's go get that guy and that guy. And then we just get all the Dunsparce. We want to empty the Dunsparce out of the deck like they're my balls. Harlequin. Yeah, we got Harlequin. We got, okay, yeah, let's just do Gravity Gemstone just in case. We have Harlequin, which should have been called Clown, because then we could have said this game is a clown, but they actually kept the name Harlequin. And then we have Lucian, which are basically the same card. And it's like, oh no, we gotta give more terrible coin flip shuffle cards. And Furlane, oh, the feet are as smooth as ever. Don't have a Dusclops. Don't have a Dusclops. But this is exactly the reason why Ignition Energy breaks Wugtrio, is that it's very unlikely that they take a knockout this turn unless they get a freaking Dusclops and they clap my cheeks and I hate it. But it's highly unlikely that they get everything they need this turn. Please. Oh my god. Oh god. I can't take this. Okay, well they got to switch. Okay, so that doesn't really matter. They are knocking out my Wiglett. How did they get everything they needed? That's insane. All right, well, we have double Wugtrio, so at the very least, we're going to lose. You know, I even went for the preemptive Gravity Gemstone. You've made me look like an idiot. All right, actually, that's not bad. So we have to... oh, okay, I was like, I almost didn't think I could select it because there was a bit of a delay there for a second, where it was like, wait, can I actually not select it? And then we go reversal, Iono. We need a gemstone, and then to hope they don't get Crispin. Well, you know, I'll take it. Okay, so we want... I think I Poffin first, and... oh, God. Okay, no, this is fine. You know, we played 2 Sacred Ash, which isn't the best, but we do play with it. Hey, there's a Hilda. That'll be good for next turn. All right, well, at least there's a chance they don't knock out double Wugtrio. All right, well, we hit a couple things. Well, we hit Dusknoir, which is good. Luminous, Jacques. Okay, so that's not too bad. That means we're 8 and 4. And Furlane, I appreciate you. Yeah, all you gotta do is watch the YouTube videos. I don't care if you watch me on Twitch. Twitch is for nerds anyways, who have way too much time and money on their hands. The YouTube audience, you can watch me whenever you want. All right, so there's a Dragapult. That's bad. But as long as they can't get a freaking... why is everyone playing Switch? Why is everyone playing Switch cards today? The previous deck had 3 switches. This one has at least 1. I call shenanigans. And Nick, thank you for the sub to Furlane. I appreciate you. If anyone plans on gifting 5 subs at any point, I think it's 5+, just let me know and I can do a discount. And never gonna let me down. Oh, just, you don't even have to enter anything. Yeah, everyone's still here, Furlane. All the cool people who give me money. No, you are not going to find a switch. That is not what's going to happen. They're not going to find a Dusknoir. And Seacorv, thank you for the sub. What is this hand? And we got a hype train going. Thank you for getting the... why are you playing Rescue Board? Oh my god! Life is not fair. Everyone is playing everything that counters my deck. Meta Knight Man, but Air Balloon's out. So why are you playing Rescue Board? Air Balloon's out. And Quanit, thank you for the sub as well. Yeah, if you still have your Prime sub, if you didn't use your Prime sub from Prime days, give me all your money or else. No, what I'm saying is, why are you playing Rescue Board when Air Balloon's out? That's what I meant. And the crazy thing is they can just win the game even if I put Neutralization Zone down. That's the ultimate fun part is, hey, you put Neutralization Zone down, you can still lose. And Miles return, exactly, yeah. What if they want to retreat somebody like that? All right, let's go Ultra Ball, play with the balls. You got to tickle the balls whenever you get the chance. Okay, let's get reversal. Whoa. Reversal and a Dunsparce. We just draw all of the cards, okay? That's what we're doing. We're drawing all of the cards. Yeah, Zone doesn't block the pings. Oh, we got some Sacred Ash. Okay. We can do this, everybody. This is our moment to shine. Crap. Okay. Let's do Dunsparce first, because that'll increase the chances of playing with my balls. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wiglett. Okay, we got a Wiglett. Yeah, Zone doesn't block the pains. So we're going to lose a Wiglett this turn, that's for sure. And I guess I counter catcher the Dreepy. So let's put the reversal energy on you. And I guess it's just going to be an end turn. And Furlane, hey, that's okay. That's okay with me. You know, you gotta... You know, you need to take a 5-minute break before you watch me. That's okay. Be a real shame if they have Night Stretcher and then Boss. Well, that's GG. That's cool. Thank you. Okay, so wait, we can buy ourselves like 2 turns, but that's not even going to be enough. All right, let's just concede. This is going terribly. All right, we're going to switch it over to the... Oh, man, what do I even play? I guess let's just try the Mimikyu build. Maybe the problem is the Dunsparce. Maybe that's been the issue all along, is that we've had a hype train and a Dunsparce is here, and everyone's playing we're just hitting Dragapult all day. So I didn't really come into today with a backup deck. What's the backup deck? Should I try Reuniclus when this doesn't work? And I'll even get rid of the coin flip counter because I don't even have any faith anymore. So I guess... Oh, man. Yeah, I guess it would be Reuniclus. We can try messing around with Reuniclus. No, we're not playing Among Us, and no, Spidops is a win more card. All right, so Gold and Go seems like a good matchup, especially when they have Genesect. Things have not been going according to plan. I'm not quite sure why PTCGL is hating me in this deck today, but I mean, PTCGL also hates itself. Okay, we have... Oh yeah, I put Harlequin in the deck. If you're wondering why there's a Harlequin in the deck, it's because I got bored. All right, we're just going to end turn. I know it seems weird when you have Lucian and Clown, but I wanted to put Lucian and Harlequin in the deck just for no reason whatsoever, just to be like, I could. But I think we have a decent chance of winning, because Gold and Go is not going to play a shuffle draw card. They're just going to draw a million cards. I think I have Xerosic in the list, or this might be the one Xerosic list I have, or the one list of Wugtrio I have that doesn't play a freaking Xerosic. And you're already seeing the Genesect, just such a goated card. Just go get 2 Gold and Go every turn. Oh, you want a Sizzle? Go get that too. I don't think they know how to play against Wugtrio though, because they're drawing cards, but they should stop drawing cards at this point. And Nick, you wanna Wug and Tug? That we do offer those services here. And they got Energy Search for... Oh man, if I had Xerosic right now and draw cards, that'd be great. But it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate that I have only Shuffle Draw supporters in my hand. And Nick, oh, I'm a big tease. And Bit, you can check out the YouTube video. I think it's the old decks with new cards video has Wugtrio. Or if I am able to make a video, then I'll post the deck list there. But this is not shaping up well. You know, this is not Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 80s. This is not shaping up well. We got Hilda, baby. Okay, so we just go Hilda for reversal Wugtrio. Because I know they're not taking extra prizes. So we just have double reversal. We're going to undersea tunnel. Because I want to hit their superiors and stuff. Oh my... Oh, God. Why? Why? Why are you doing this to me? Oh, well, was that you never going to let me down? Oh, Golden Go doesn't play stadiums. I'm just defeated today. I am just absolutely defeated. I got nothing left. Yeah, C-Torv, you know, I didn't go 0 for 3 until you subbed. So I blame you for this. All right, well, I have to Iono. We have to get some basics too, but Neutralization Zone can just win me the game here. It's very simple. Okay, well, thanks, Hilda. Thanks for showing up. And Dionysus, that's tomorrow. Jellicent is tomorrow. I always wanted to make Jellicent for tomorrow. Okay, so we have to go double Wiglett. And then I guess have to hit the Crushing Hammer. We hit the Crushing Hammer, so that's pretty good. And then reversal goes on you. Undersea tunnel. If we can just hit all their metal energy, we win. Just 3 metal, 3 metal. Well, that wasn't great. We are 9-9 now on coin flips. Yeah, so I gotta find a backup. I guess we'll just play Reuniclus and stuff. I think that makes the most sense. Is we just have Reuniclus, and we just play Reuniclus and Seismitoad. Apparently, I won't be making a video today, which is, you know, not great. Yeah, just... Of course, as soon as I switch to the Dunsparce build, and Furlane, well, we have TCGmasters.net, which is great, and Twinleaf, which is, you know, it's chugging along. Expand, no, we're not playing Expanded. We don't play Expanded here. But yeah, Twinleaf and TCG Masters are still going strong. All right, just give me a playable card. That's all I want, is just a playable card. That's all we need, just one playable card, and we might win the game. Well, that might be a playable card. I mean, yes, I know I can get Mimikyu, but they have Scizor. Yeah, PTCGL players be like, what's Expanded? How did... I mean, sure. Oh, God. Well, let's just retreat into the Mimikyu and maybe we can give ourselves a turn or something. I don't know. I don't know what's happening anymore. Okay, so I'm going to take a break after this. I'm going to go relotion my feet. I'm going to run ads. We're going to come back with Reuniclus. We're cutting this off. This was just a disaster of a day. This day was as disastrous as PTCGL looks. You know, like the 100%, the goal was just, oh, let's play Reshiram today. I will do Zekrom day 1, Reshiram day 2, and then Jellicent day 3. I had everything prepped. Don't forget to feed Tron Girl. Yeah, I gotta fill up the water bottle for Tron Girl. So we can still win, which is crazy. So where's Reshiram? Unplayable right now because PTCGL is a well-made game. Because the dev definitely knows what they're doing, and this is a well-made game. All right, well, here we go. So let's go Mimikyu, Wugtrio. Ignition Energy on the active. We gotta play. Yeah, we still have to play with my balls, I think. Or do we? No, we don't have to. We can get rid of Airy. Or sorry, we can use Airy, is what I'm trying to say. Even though, yes, I should have used Iono, but the only chance I have of winning is if we can get these two, I guess. Well, that's a hand. Oh, God. Hero would be day 3? No, because, oh my God. No, because remember, the Pokemon Company is giving us the Pokemon Company is giving us Reshiram, Zekrom, Jellicent decks for free. So those are the 3 legendaries of Unova. If Kyurem was one of the legendaries, they would have given it to us alongside the other 2. So clearly that's not the case. Okay, I know you have an air balloon. You don't have to... Okay. Yeah, black 2, white 2 set. I know. All right, we got to reset the luck. Also, the card is terrible. Never gonna let me down. The card is terrible. Is that what you want me to say? The card is trash? Alright, they probably have a freaking... Go on. If it didn't require 3 energy, it would be okay. I don't think it has potential. I don't think it's good. Did I build a deck with Kyurem? We're talking about Kyurem EX. But it still needs 2 water. So how do you get 2 water on a Kyurem in a Frostlass Munkidori deck? That's the issue is, you know, how do you accomplish that? All right, here we go. Biggest comeback in the history of the Pokemon trading card game, the biggest comeback ever. Okay, well, I mean, that is step 1. Okay, this is terrible, but we have Neutralization Zone. I have to go counter catcher this guy. We got to dig a little. And then we just got to hope that our top deck is really, really good. Why couldn't that have been Lavincia? Because they probably have 2. Most likely they have 2 Lavincia. I'm sure it's just in their hand. And it's not their last prize. Oh, they're going to say for Maniac for Lavincia? What a surprise. Oh my God, what a surprise. You're gonna Cypher Maniac for Lavincia and then draw into it? Yeah, just put backed You know, it's really easy. How do you make it consistent? You just put backed Caliber in Frostlass Munkidori. Easy. Yeah, if we had Melanie, Aqua Patch, we could still get Aqua Patch in Mega Evolution base set because they did say, you know, we're going to have things for things. Believe it or not, we can win the game if we top deck a Wugtrio. We can literally win the game if we... Oh my God, it's going to happen. This is going to be the greatest comeback in the history of the Pokemon trading card game. We're going to flip 3 heads. We're going to win the game. It's going to be the greatest comeback. Get ready to clip it. Clip it and ship it, baby. What the hell? That's the opposite. That is the opposite of what we wanted. I wanted 3 of the same. That is not the 3 that I wanted. Wugtrio is absolutely cursed. Okay, well, they have to retreat. If they have a bosses, they win, but they're probably just going to go into Scizor. They're going to Scissor me Timbers. Yeah, they're just going to go into Scizor, but they have to 2-shot my Wugtrio. If we get a reversal energy, we just need 2 heads this time. Do not give me Lucian or Iono. Just give me an energy. Crap. All right, well, that's end turn. So we still have 1 more turn. Seabass, mods ban Seabass. Get anyone out of here who asks how Wugtrio's going. Okay, we can still do this. We just need to get an energy. Any energy will do. Okay, no, okay, thank you. Okay, there's nothing to think about. There's nothing to think about, Carl. You just attack. Oh, God. We got the stupid Lucian. Okay, well, hey, maybe they'll get 6. And we'll get 6 too. Okay, we got 6. Did they get 6? We want them to get 6 as well. Ooh, hello. We do not want I didn't get an energy? Are you freaking kidding me right now? Oh, God. This is torture, and not the good kind. Yeah, sure, I should have attached the Fezandipiti, the air balloon. Okay, we need to reset the luck. I definitely need to go BRB. We need to run some ads. I will be back, and we will pretend like nothing happened, and I was trying Reuniclus the entire time. We're going to do 2 hours of Reuniclus. I'm going to shake it off like I'm T-Swift. The crazy thing is, we can just win with a Hilda for an energy. It is so simple. We just go, okay, we got the gemstone. That's nutso. We can still win, everybody. Oh, this is our last energy, so we have to win it now because we prized an ignition and a reversal. We have to flip 3 heads here, or else the game is over. What the hell? You can't script this, okay? I'm not scripting this. We got the back-to-back 03. That's what I told I Am Legend's mom last night. Back-to-back 03. Carl's over here having the time of their life. Okay, we are resetting the luck. This is pathetic. We got to place a Reuniclus. I'm going BRB. Everyone, this is your time to lotion your feet. Okay, everyone, we are in there, okay? We are in there. We are fine. You know, I think maybe the issue is that I haven't collected everything on the battle pass. That's been the problem, is I haven't collected everything on the battle pass. So that's what it was. That was the problem. We got a Victini deck box. Look at all these. Oh my God. How many cards? 355 cards. Chill, bro. Chill. Okay. So we get rid of that. We get rid of that. We get rid of that. Okay. We got to do some bookkeeping here. We have to Reuniclus. Oh, geez. Reuniclus plus Frostlass. I want to get the... Okay, well, I want to have the Spheal Appeal sleeves, but those are impossible to find because PTCGL doesn't let you favorite anything because that would make way too much sense. All right, so Reuniclus. Why did I say Hadouken? Because it's Ryu. It's Reuniclus. Get it? Get it? It's Reuniclus. Huh? You like that one? See, that's pretty good. That's a Trust Your Pilot original right there. All right, so we got Reuniclus. That's imported. And then we want to have an Area 0 build. And then Reuniclus plus Area 0. Now, the question is, you know, should we have something like Luxray? Luxray would be great here. I mean, Gengar would be better. And don't you love... Did you notice how the Spheal Appeal is nowhere to be seen now? Even though it was right at the top last time? Because again, this is a well-made game. They definitely know why the game constantly breaks. That's why it doesn't break all the time. But this is the thing. I need to be able to test these decks ahead of time because they're a little nuanced and they're not very good. And I need to, you know, create a clickbait title and make people think it's actually good. So you're gonna see me play with my testes live on stream. Mamoswine, which is either a good thing or a bad thing depending on how you look at it. You know, this is what I do off stream. You know, when I'm typing in the Discord, and oh, I also have to show you what's new on the shop. Because I posted this on Blue Sky because that's where all the crappy tweets go. So there's new bundles here. You can buy the Scarlet and Violet Complete Series bundle, 48 packs for 4,800 trainer points, works out to 100 each, but you don't get the credits. So yes, it's 100 trainer points each, and usually it's 200, but you miss out on the guaranteed credits you get from the 6-pack bundles. So it's like, yeah, it's better, but it's not that much better. And like these ones, Reign of Terra, EX, and Past and Future, like it's not that good of a deal. Especially when it comes to credit farming. All right, so let's try the Mamoswine build. And let me just delete that. So you're getting a peek behind the beef curtains here. And well, Seismitoad, what do you mean? Change the title? No, it's the PTCGL is still humiliating. And I'm sorry if I missed anything. Yeah, you don't get the crash outs on YouTube. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we got Reuniclus. I'm going to have to like redo the title and everything. How did we... Okay. Great start. I believe I have a Precious Trolley in here. What the hell are they playing? They got Norman? Is this just like Raging Bolt with Norman or something? Or is this going to be like Hydrapple? All right, well, do we have a trolley? We do. Okay. Okay. YouTube audience, you're probably wondering why there was no intro in this video. There's a very good reason for that, and I'll explain it very, very soon. And it involves PTCGL sucking a butt. Okay. We have all of our stage 1s, which is really good, but we're kind of low on base. Oh, we don't have Relor, but that's okay. So we want to have... Actually, do I even want the Knackle stack? Ah, geez. I mean, I have rare candy in the deck. Yeah, we have 3. Well, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We have 3 rare candy. So let's go TM Evolution. We want to evolve into Pidgeotto. We go Pidgeotto and... Oh, crap. I can't remember. I think Piloswine was in the deck. Oh, yeah. So we want Piloswine and Pidgeotto. I have a plan. Don't you worry. We have the rare candy in the hand. Everything's coming up, Millhouse. So typically I do intros in YouTube videos explaining the deck. What I'll do right now is I'll put the deck list for Reuniclus on the screen. It was also featured in my Road Decks video. But I had Wugtrio prepared. I played Wugtrio for an hour. I made the intro. I did all the prep work. I prepared my body for entry, and it went terribly. It could not have gone worse. You would be astounded at how... Okay, go for the Pidgeotto. Okay, that's fine. You want to give me a golden shower? That's fine. Okay, so they're doing quite a bit of damage, but we'll be okay. We will be totally fine. That's less fine. All right. I think we can win this turn. We go turn 1, get rid of Counter Catcher and bosses. I go for Mamoswine. We get the Mamoswine into play. Okay. Mamoswine for Mammoth Hauler. Get... I guess... No, because we don't need the Pheasants. We need the Reuniclus. And then we go Reuniclus Evolve. Easy. Pokegear for our... Okay, wait. Do we actually want... I don't know if we want Arven, though. Do we actually want an Arven? Arven gets me... We have no Ultra Balls. I have no balls to play with right now. I wish I could play with my balls, but I cannot. I have made a terrible, terrible error here. All right, well, this is fine. We're going to go Cellular Ascension, and we can just get a Nactyl stack and a Duosion that is prized. Oh, wait, what? Oh, because we didn't have another Nactyl stack. And Kadu and Ryuigi, it's going terribly today. This won't even be a YouTube video because... This won't even be in the YouTube video because they're just not going to get anything. That is insane, by the way, that I'm going to lose right now. All right, so we go Mamoswine. All right, let's attach to you. So I think that's game. Yeah, we just have to go and get the Garganacl on D's nuts, and then we just rare candy, and that's game. So we did win, but this is not a YouTube video. Yeah, I won too quickly. You know, people saw the Wugtrio, and they just, you know, they got scared and they left. All right, wait, did I claim my... I guess I did. Yeah, I did claim my reward. Poopitar Master. So they better be playing a Tyranitar deck. All right, and yeah, it looks like they're not going to do routine emergency maintenance. Because it's, what, it's 3 o'clock. They normally would leave at, what, 5? So there's 2 hours left before they leave for the weekend. Yeah, I'm just trying to do the math. It looks like they're done, I guess. So I would assume Prism Energy and Hydreigon, unless they worked through the night, you know, the work they could have done before launching the set. Wasn't there supposed to be a patch? No, they're working on it. There will probably be routine emergency maintenance when it has to be fixed, but we don't know if that's going to be today or next week. Because this is a well-made game, Seabass. Well, I guess I just have to poke a gear and pray. Because if they just start a Badoo, I can definitely knock out a Badoo, right? Slight Intrusion knocks out Badoo. Surprise attack, it can fail. Well, let me just check the PTCGL subreddit. No, there's nothing there. Nothing on the forums. Somebody asking how they can see their tropical beaches. Way to rub it in. Okay, I normally I would pin that, Fat Cats, but we have to keep the code up there for, you know, it's my version of drops. Like how I drop pants. Oh, so they are getting a Badoo. All right, we can knock out the Badoo. I think it makes complete sense to Earthen Vessel away the Ultra Ball. So, seriously? Seriously? Okay, good. Never mind. I'm just gonna knock out your stupid Badoo before you can item lock me. We are gonna lose the Rabsca, though, but that's fine. We got this. Pidgey top deck, kind of goated. All right, I'm just gonna... You know what? You know what? I'm believing in the heart of the cards. You are not going to be able to knock out my Pidgey. This is a real heart of the cards moment. We're taking the knockout. We have a Pidgeot next turn. We absolutely got this. Okay, well, that's fine. Because remember, the Pokegear could have failed. I failed a Great Ball with like 16 Pokemon in deck. So a Pokegear with 12 supporters, that could definitely fail. I don't know what the, you're sending up Hawlucha. Yeah, you're sending up Hawlucha. And Fat Cats, I listen to people who gift subs. If you've gifted 100 subs, I will play whatever deck you want me to. I will even play with your deck for as many hours as it takes to reach completion. Play Amoonguss? I already did. See? Already did. And of course, they just get the Fezandipiti. Oh, God. You know, did I play... How many games did I play against Dragapult yesterday? We also... you're bodied, by the way, Poopy Tar Master. Play Amoonguss with Wugtrio. Actually, you said play Amoonguss. You didn't say play Amoonguss EX. So I could play any Amoonguss. I could play the baby Amoonguss. You will settle for baby Amoonguss? All right, maybe we should play that, because this has just been an unmitigated disaster today. I don't think I should try to force it. That just seems like a bad idea, so I'll get the Amoonguss ready. The Foongus Amoonguss. Because it really just feels like it's a cursed day. Right? As much as I don't want to just kind of have a day of nothing. How many subs for playing with your feet? How many do you want to give me? Seriously? Okay, wait, why'd they put the... No, there's no way you have it like that. Jamming Tower's in play. Yes! Yes! Oh, get absolutely bodied, Poopy Tar Master. You should be playing Air Balloon, first off. And then second off, suck the biggest butt you can find. Okay, so I guess we go for Pidgeot. And then... Pidgeot for... I guess Rare Candy? Because we can still Iono into something and get all the things. All right, so if we can Iono into Poffin Energy, we are absolutely insane. We are absolutely throated and goated. We got neither of those things. we got zero of the things that we needed. Okay, well, I guess I just lose the game. Does that sound like fun, everybody? Hey, press 1 if you want me to lose the game. Yeah, I guess we just have to end turn, and yeah. Because the first attack on Reuniclus just evolves all of your bench Pokemon, and that's a really good attack. But you have to get an energy. That's kind of the other side that people don't show you, is you have to have an energy. And Fat Cats, you're not even subbed, Fat Cats. You know, I only read comments from people who are subbed and who've got blue balls. If you've got blue balls, then I'm paying attention. I'm looking closely. You know, if you got blue balls, I am just hyper fixated on them and I want to see them all day. I mean, you either have the retreat or you don't. You can't have blue. Everyone can have blue balls. They can be literal or metaphorical. How many months is blue balls? Does anyone actually have blue balls? If you have blue balls, let me know. I'm scrolling through the chat. Everyone either has yellow and blue or... Oh, Stellar Fish. 2-month sub badge. So you gotta be a 2-month sub. Okay, so this is concerning. I think I have a big air balloon in the deck, but I have to evolve this into a Garganacl, and I don't think I can do that. Yeah, your balls are too quick. So I think my best course of action is just to get a Rabsca. Right, don't worry about anything else, just go get a Rabsca. Because they have to waste a turn. As long as I don't, like, I just have to take knockouts. That's all I have to do is just take KOs. Mamoswine can, I believe, one-shot them. I don't have a Clefairy, unfortunately. Okay, there's an Arven. That's pretty good. So let's go. We do have Big Air Balloon. And we do also have Poffin. I know that I can't do anything this turn. Don't you worry. I know about that. I'm just trying to thin some things out. So let's go get the Rabsca. Rabsca down. Then I guess we just hit him with the old end turn. Because what I could also do is I can just bosses the Fezandipiti and corner it and just buy myself some time. So I'm actually not in that bad of a position right now. So if they just want to Itchy Pollen again, then I'll just corner their Fezandipiti. And what are they supposed to do? They're going to suck all the butts in the world. What the hell? Where did that come from? Okay, so if this is anything like the Charizard Dragapult deck we faced earlier, then they're going to have freaking 3 switch cards. Alright, so boss is the Fez. Pidgeot for a fighting. And then we do all the things next turn. At Walking Plane, Disaster struck. I put the ass in disaster. And I'm just checking the forum. I'm just going to religiously check the forums here. Because just, they always do a routine emergency maintenance on Fridays when everything breaks. But they're not doing routine emergency maintenance. What the heck? What happened? PTCGL hates me. Yeah, I went 0-3, 0-3 back-to-back, and I would have won the game if both times. Is the game breaking? Will they have this notice on the forums? If you go on the forums, they say, hey, we know the game sucks. Ooh, they might try to go for a Skibbity play. They might try to Skibbity this Riz right here. All right, so let's go Swinub and Solosis. Actually, what do we have? Do we have Duosion? We have Duosion and no Piloswine, but we do have Rare Candy. And Walkie Plate, oh, I know it's good. The problem is that I don't want good. I want to play with your balls. But no, the issue is, okay. That's fine. The issue is just the fact that I didn't want to do Golden Go this early. I did want to try and do new decks. Oh yeah, Golden Go is great. Golden Go is in such a great position. It's just I wanted to do new decks, and then when they banned Prism Energy shutting off Reshiram, I basically had to pivot. And I don't even know what to do. This is just a lost stream, right? They, due to their inability to correctly do things, I'm just in a situation where I'm just sitting here twiddling my balls. And Furlane, we don't use bad words here. You know, maybe if you'd paid for your sub, I would allow that kind of potty talk. Okay, this is fine. Oh, this is great. They're going to get super tilted right now. Because I just have the big air balloon, baby. And then we go... So I have Mammoth Hauler, but I don't have any energy. I can knock out the Fezandipiti, though. All right, so let's go... Let's play Pokegear. Maybe we can thin something out. There's an Arven. So Arven gets me what I need. So yeah, we just go for Arven. We save the Iono. Let's go TM Evolution, Rare Candy. Yeah, this is a family-friendly stream. If you'd paid for your sub, but you know, Nick would not allow that. Nick would not allow that kind of just gross potty mouth. All right, then we go. All right, Jamming Tower. I needed to get the stadium. Oh, that was my bad. I knew I was forgetting a step, but you know, when somebody says a bad word, I have to step into action. There's just nothing I can do. I have to get into action. Yeah, no match history. You can't tell wins and losses with your deck. You can do that. Like, most of the things we want in PTCGL, they had in PTCGO, and they shut down PTCGO for this game. Because they wanted to save, like, $100, right? They wanted to save $100 a month and not pay Direwolf. Yeah, again, that's another PTCGO feature. And Walking Plane? Well, it's also for Garganacl, right? And Rock Chestplate, we're testing things out. Well, if Fezandipiti is a good card, right? Sniping 100 is better than you think. And best of 1 or 3, oh my god. Just we're begging for basic features, and 3.5 years later, there's not even a hope that we're going to get them this year. Again, PTCGO had chat. You could even chat during a battle in PTCGO, because that was a well-made game. And yeah, no expanded friend battles. It's just such a well-made game. It's crazy how well-made this game is, isn't it? Hey, what do you mean we can't do friend battles in expanded? I'd also like to point out that they haven't taken a prize and it's been over 10 minutes. I mean, I've only taken one prize, but at least I'm not being a butt face. All right, so here we go. We finally got the stadium. We go retreat the feet. I guess I'm doing 280, so it would be... Actually, I don't think it actually matters. I was going to say, I don't actually think it matters knocking out, like, the Fezandipiti this turn, because we have to get back to even prizes anyways. All right, well, let's attach to you. Let's thin out some things in case we get Iono. So what don't I want? That is the main question. What doesn't Trust Your Pilot want right now? And we have Arven for next turn. I think what I don't want is Precious. Oh, I guess I don't want TM Evolution. Seems like a good one. All right, so we just go Evil Lariat. This game board feels like a fiver job. 4 lines of stage 2s, plus a Rabsca, and there's a Fezandipiti in here, which I don't think we need. I think the Fezandipiti can get cut. And the Rabsca probably should go too. Well, hang on, how much damage is Mammoth Swine doing? It's doing 180, 2... So, hang on. 180, 220, 260, 300, 340. Okay, so we can keep the Rabsca. We can keep the Rabsca. Rabsca can definitely stay. And Nankus, you can... I believe I put the list on the Discord. I know it was featured in the Rogue Decks video, and I may have put it in the Discord, but it works better than you think, because we have access to Evo Lariat, you know, you have Precious Trolley. It's just go second, Trolley, TM Evo, and then hope. Because once you get set up, the deck's actually pretty good. Just as I mentioned in the Rogue Decks video, you know, getting set up isn't easy. And yeah, I think you can cut the Fezandipiti because you really do just need evolutions. You know, if I was gonna add in a basic, it'd probably be Lily's Clefairy, because then I can use Lily's Clefairy to knock out a Dragapult, but that's what you have Mamoswine for, right? Use Mamoswine to knock out Dragapult. You have Rabsca to protect your bench against Dragapult. Yeah, I don't think you can put Grass Energy in the deck, because again, Mamoswine is your heavy hitter. Reuniclus does 280 if you have a full board of evolutions. De-evolution? No, because you want to take knockouts. So this is not a de-evolution deck because you want to take knockouts, one-shots specifically. Who are they bringing up? Okay, that's fine. Did they think that Pokemon League HQ affects the Dracloak? Alright, well, let's just knock out the Zard. Is Excadrill? No, it is not. I didn't put it in any of my videos for a reason. There's a reason why you did not find that in any of my videos, and now we just win the game. Well, actually, we might not win the game if they decide to bring up the Garganacl. So that could be a potential issue. So I need to quick search onto the Garganacl. Yeah, we need to quick search on Gargi. No. That's a big no. That's a massive no. I'm going to take a massive no all over that. So what do we got? We have Pidgey. I mean, I guess I'd get Swinub. Do we have a rare candy? We are out of rare candy unless there's one in my hand. Yeah, I guess we just got a Rumbling March, and then if I have a bosses, which I don't, we can knock out the Fez. No, you just play Matang with, like, Janisek now, or, you know, Steven's Metagross with some things. So what they have to do is they have to bring up any of my evolutions. They're probably going to bring up, I guess, Garganacl. Oh, Lucas, please don't. Oh, don't tell that, Luke. Don't tell me, Lucas. Okay, good. Okay, so PTCGL will be down on Tuesday. All right, so PTCGL will be offline for 4 hours of maintenance on Tuesday, which means the cards will be banned for, what, 5 days? To address known issues, we'll be offline for 4 hours. So, yeah, great job, guys. Great job. You really knocked it out of the park here. Really knocked it out of the Sarah Jessica Parker here. All right, so Tuesday maintenance. Hey, at least it wasn't today. At least we didn't have to cancel stream, though. I mean, I would have preferred if we had to cancel stream, because what the hell was today? I don't think they can do math. They definitely needed to take knockouts here. All right, so the deck kind of worked. And for the win, what do you mean? Type in Black Bolt White Flare 25. That's all you gotta do. Just type in, redeem the code, Black Bolt White Flare 25. That's easier than drops. Drops take like 10 minutes. You can just go Black Bolt White Flare 25. Get some cards. There you go. See, that's totally, look at that. I give you the full Samurott line. All right, I promised Amoongus we will play Amoongus for one game to appease the people who give me money. Okay, so a Moon Gussie, there we go. And we'll just see how it goes. One game I feel cheated. What? You only gifted one sub today. You only gifted one sub. That one sub equals one game. But for the win, how are you doing? I see we both uploaded Zekrom videos yesterday. No, you gifted. Oh, you resubscribed. Sorry. I see your name in the list, and I just assumed that you gave me a gift sub. Okay, so Cerule Edge against Among Us. Terrible matchup. Is Samurott playable? No, it's not. And for the win, no. Today was a terrible stream. Wugtrio fell on its face. Reshiram is staying unplayable until Tuesday. So I guess I'll do Reshiram on Tuesday. And then tomorrow will be Jellicent. Great feet. Squish. Make a swishing sound when they come together. But now Samurott's not playable. And the ability isn't even good because it's just an escape rope. You know, the ability is, all it is escape rope. And like, that's not great. Is there any... We are playing Jellicent tomorrow. I will have Dust Noir and Frostlass build. It is just... Okay, for the win. You're a mod, so I can't time you out, but I would time you out for that comment. That was terrible. Yeah, nothing about the game board. Escape rope every turn. Yeah, but you don't want to escape rope every turn. Oh, it's still there? Sorry, I was arguing with people on in chat. Sorry. Thank you for reminding me. I don't take it back. And start throwing bundle. This is Among Us. I featured it in the Road Decks video. I think. Iron Bundle, Fluttermane, or Iron Thorns. Those are your counters to it. Okay, so we can knock out the Fan Rotom this turn. We go Perilous Jungle, Nest Ball for, I guess, Brute Bonnet, since we have 2 Pecharunt. And yeah, let's just go for it, right? Because we have the guaranteed knockout. I think I go Pecharunt down. And Lime Girl, there isn't going to be a video today, unfortunately, but you can check the Road Decks video. There's lists over there. All right, well, let's, I can't bosses. They only have one. Oh, man, could you imagine if I could have got the Charcadet? That would have been insane. All right, I mean, we have the knockout, so we're good. But I'm basically just turning today's stream into a test stream just to see what feels good and what doesn't. Because, you know, if you would have asked me several years ago if crunchy peanut butter feels good between your toes, I would have said yes. But then I tested it, and I learned that smooth peanut butter all the way. So blame the PTCGL dev. It is all their fault. If it wasn't for them, you would be enjoying some sweet treats of Reshiram Prism Energy, and we'd be having fun whacking off together. For the win, truer words have never been spoken. Mods, ban Zenith. Okay, can I win this game? That is the question we must ask ourselves. All right, so poison first. Evolve into a Moongus. Let's go attach to you. Oh, man. I mean, I do have a Blood Moon Ursaluna for later, but I think we keep that in the deck. Let's see what the Pokegear gets us. There's a research. I guess I take it. So let's get rid of... I mean, I have to hit the Cerulege. We've kind of committed to that one. But I also need some basics. All right, so let's get rid of you, you, and you. We go... Mochi. Oh, I don't really need anything else. We are so screwed. Okay, so let's just get Palpad. No, we get Nest Ball. God, we don't need anything. Oh, no. So we go Nest Ball for Fungus. Binding Mochi. We Night Stretcher for the Ursaluna, because we are going to need that at some point. And then we just research. Very simple stuff. Okay. Yeah, this went terribly. Wait, why are we banning Mark? Why are we banning Mark? And Lime, it all depends. I had a plan for today, and then the PTCGL dev screwed it up, so everything's up in the air like that George Clooney movie. You might say it's a Tommy Desater. Oh my god, seriously? I put the Ursaluna down because I didn't think you'd be able to take a knockout here. Oh, this is bad. Well, okay, if we can find an Iono, we'll be okay. Actually, probably not, because they're gonna win. Wait, why didn't I put the Petrarunt? Okay, so they would have survived with 10 damage, but I guess I should have put the Petrarunt in the active there. That would have made more sense, but I need to find an Iono. So I think we go Petrarunt in the active. I Ultra Ball away that and that. We go get the Fez. Okay. I guess I could have also grabbed the Mew, but that would have been not great either. Okay, and then we just put the Iono into play. Oh, wait, we don't have one. All right, well, that's getting knocked out. I can still win. It's just a case of... Wait, why do they have a Wellspring Mask Ogerpon? As for the Wind's catchphrase goes, what's all this then? What's with the Wellspring Mask? Like, is there Crispin in the deck? And Limegrel? I believe so, yes. Oh my god, do not hit this one. Oh my god. Okay, don't do it. Hey, bro, that's mad, isn't it? Oh god. Did I put the list in the description? Because it would be on Discord. I believe I put it on Discord. Just let me know. Tough to remember because the Road Decks video was, a little while ago. And of course they just have it all like that. All right, let me check. I'm curious now. I'm a little bi-curious right now. So be Among Us. I might have called it something else. Okay, is it in the description of the YouTube video? Let me know. But this is definitely something I might feature in a video. It's tough to say. And, of course, they just hit all their Pokemon catchers. They get all the cards. All right, you know what? Never gonna let me down. I will play this one more time. Because I'm in a good mood. Well, actually, I'm in a terrible mood right now. But I'm in a mood where, sometimes, how you know, the 95% of my audience will understand this. You know how you get into some moods where you just want to punch yourself in the balls repeatedly just to feel something? That's the kind of mood I'm in right now. You know, press 1 if you also punch yourself in the balls to feel something. Never gonna let me down. Oh, so I see you're weird. So then you're one of the weird ones, aren't you? Is that some advanced level? Damn straight. Ah, see? This was manipulation. I wanted them to oh crap. I wanted them to think that they had power. See, I would have chosen to go second, but we got to make them think that I'm not playing a donk deck when I actually am. So now they're not gonna their guard is gonna drop like pants. And they're just gonna put a Badoo in the active and call it a turn, then we're gonna donk them and they're not gonna understand what happened. Kind of messed up that we haven't faced a single Grimmsnarl and we faced like 6 Dragapult. Ah, crap. And we faced like 6 Dragapult today. Okay, well, if they didn't have the Fez. Alright, well, Perilous Jungle, Nest Ball. We have Swackabilly, we have Latias. Alright, unfortunately we have to lose a bunch of stuff. But you know what? Let's go and get the Swak. Okay, I mean, we got it. That's pretty cool. I guess I play with my secret box. Actually, what do I want? Yeah, sure, let's go for it. Okay, so we want Nest Ball, Mochi. No, Nest Ball, Booster, and I need to Squawk and Ball Torture. So we still have our Squawk and Ball Torture. Awesome. That was a pretty good turn. You know, if they didn't bench the Fezandipiti, we would have donked them. All right, so retreat. I want the Petrarch. I want to put myself in hard mode here. I want the Petrarch to get poisoned. I want to give a countdown clock. Okay, I don't believe I can knock out the Fezandipiti next turn because how much damage does the Fungus do? So the Fungus with a Binding Mochi. Actually, no, it does take a knockout. I will do 220 to the Fezandipiti and it will die due to poison. Because a Moongus does 150. Binding Mochi is 40 extra, and then Perilous Jungle is 3 more. So it would die to the poison, and it wouldn't be able to activate Fezandipiti if they Night Stretcher it. Obviously, I'm going to have to get a little bit lucky. And there goes the Perilous Jungle. All right, well. And this question always comes up. You can still use Brute Bonnet's Toxic Powder even under Jamming Tower because the ability just forces you to have it on the Brute Bonnet. It doesn't say that the Ancient Booster has to be active. It just says the booster has to be attached. That's it. All right, well, you gave me an impossible hand, so that's cool. Hey, that's terrible. I mean, I guess, right? Just go end turn and see what happens. All right. Again, I had such a great hand. I could have gone Ultra Ball, a Moongus, attached the energy, attacked, and we had it all. But then the Fire Nation attacked. Wait, why are they playing? You don't normally see the Dunsparce and Dragapult. That is that's an interesting one right there. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. But it's also, you know, just the easiest way I do it is just read Brute Bonnet's ability. It doesn't say the Ancient Booster has to be activated. It just says that it has to be attacked. So it's like how the TM evolution doesn't get discarded when jamming tower is in play, because that's an effect of the TM evolution. Bulky is picked. We're doing terribly. And Nankiss, if it's IRL, that's good. If it's in the game, it unfortunately means nothing. It's like hitting Master League. It's an empty gesture. And the lead developer of Twinleaf replied to the PTCGL account and said, "How does patching 2 cards take 4 hours?" And that's a good reply, because it's someone who actually knows what they're doing. And Drizzy, thanks for the sub. Yeah, literally just asking, how does it take 4 hours to patch 2 cards? Because this is PTCGL. Nothing makes sense over here. One of these days I'll find an Amoonguss. And we're 2 subs away from 100, by the way, so if you still have a Prime sub, go ahead and use it. But yeah, all they're doing is fixing Prism Energy and Hydreigon, which are 2 cards that should not have been broken. First off, Prism Energy is basically a reprint. So if they had expanded any point in the last 3.5 years when they should have, Prism Energy would have been a non-issue, but now it's a major issue. Prism Energy is one of the top 10 cards in the set, of a set that only has 17 playable cards. And it's just so embarrassing. It's just so stupidly embarrassing. Twinleaf has developed... I think it's a couple more than that, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. If my opponent just passes... Nick, thank you. Remember, do not do it randomly. I know you probably just misclicked because your feet were too slippery. But Nick, thank you. Yeah, remember, just click on someone's name who's not subbed, and then just, you can click gift a sub. It's just easier because old crow mate, person who likes to mate with crows, I don't think they're here right now. And never gonna let me down. Yeah, no, the issue with the Hydreigon EX was that they probably just didn't differentiate. And Nick, thank you for getting us to 100. So we just hit 100 concurrent subs, and that's awesome. Thank you. All right, well, apparently my opponent just wants me to beat them off all day. But it's crazy because I recognized the issue immediately, right? As soon as I learned that Hydreigon was broken, I was like, well, obviously they didn't differentiate between the Hydreigon. And so whenever you have, and also the ability just activates whenever you have any Hydreigon in play. And Walking Plane, exactly. Exactly. That's exactly it. Is they're treating it like it's that, and it's not. Because again, they definitely know what they're doing. They're highly skilled. They're just amazing at what they do. Maybe tears are the issue? Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. But I do like that. How does it take 4 hours? How does it take 4 hours to patch 2 cards? Roll back to PTC Joe. We've been asking for 3.5 years. It's never going to happen. All right, so they knocked out Petulant. We do have a Brute Bonnet. We have access to Brute Bonnet. Ironically, they gave me an Artazon, which is access to Brute Bonnet. All right, so we go Artazon for Bonnet. Awesome. I guess I should have attached earlier Maybe that would have made sense. All right, so Prism goes there. That goes there. Let's play with our balls. Get a Skibidi. And then, I mean, I feel like I have to Iono them. Well, that didn't work. That was a terrible decision, unless we get Namungus. That was a terrible decision, and I've disappointed all of you, and I'm sorry. Because now they're just going to win the game because we lose our attackers. Though I guess I could have maybe won with Blood Moon Ursa Luna, but that was just cursed. All right, so Never Gonna Let You Down. That was a terrible fate. That was like Terminator Dark Fate. That was just a terrible. Oh, okay, Matsu. I'm going to look up Matsu on YouTube. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to look up Matsu. I'm going to see Matsu. I typed in Matsu. They have 23 subs. They have a Cars. I don't think this is them. But the first person named Matsu who pops up is a YouTuber. And they have 23 subs, but I don't think that's them. Okay, so there's another Matsu with 27 subs, another Matsu with 273, another Matsu with 415, another Matsu with 1, another Matsu with 200. There's lots of people with the name Matsu. And Ryuiji, yes, this will... And Never to Let Me Down, thank you for coming. And I enjoy it when people come and then they get tired afterwards. And literally, this is their first game because even if you lose, you still get ranked points in the lowest league. So that's the craziest thing, is that this is literally their first one. Add Mark. But PTCGL isn't available in Japan. And I don't know where I'm going with that. But that's what I'm choosing to say. All right, so my A-spec is Precious Trolley, for those of you wondering. You're probably wondering, hey, Pilot, what's your A-spec? It's Precious Trolley. Just want to point that one out. So let's go. I guess I go Vroom Vroom. We go Vroomin'. So attach to you. We evolve TM Evolution. Because I can Reuniclus to evolve everybody. Walking Plane? Oh, I don't know. You'd think if I had an A-spec in the deck, I would have seen it off that Arven. But this stream is kind of highlighting everything I've been saying about Black Bolt and White Flare, is that there's 172 cards. Barely any impact is being made on anything. Right, like, yes, Golden Go, I said that in the video, Golden Go is the only deck that will move up in the rankings, whereas everything else just gets, like, slightly better because of Air Balloon and a couple other random cards, but overall, the format is staying exactly the same. Imagine telling that to somebody. We're going to introduce 172 brand new cards, and nothing's going to change. That is just insanity to me. Okay, I guess I'd get rid of the Arven, because we just want to get as many basics as possible. Okay, so we want Solosis. How dare you insult the power of... I played Wugtrio for an hour, and it went horribly for the win. While you were having fun... you know, making a video that was probably enjoyable and didn't make you hate life, I was over here sucking butt. And not in a fun way. All right, so let's... should I just take the Knockout or should I Cellular Ascension? Let's just take the Knockout. I believe I only have one Solosis in the deck anyways, so, you know, we'll just have some fun. All right. Didn't get the trolley. And for the win, is it just the Dunsparce one, or is it the Mew Squavit one? Or is it something else? But my issue is that I went 0 for 6 on coin flips, or 0 for 3 every time I need to go 3-0. And I faced Dragapult all day, and Dragapult always had it like that. Ah, yes. Ah, I see a skill issue. That would be the problem. All right, so area 0. We're going to save Dude Face. We're going to go Iono. I just need to put basics down and we'll be fine. I also have Revavroom to draw cards, but of course that's never actually going to happen because drawing cards is for losers. And then we go Super Rod. I know I should save the Rod. I shouldn't be playing with my Rod this early, but it's never a bad thing to play with your Rod, okay? That's what The Simpsons taught me. Always play with your Rod, always play with your Todd. And, you know, my thinking here was like, we need somebody. Obviously, the Revavroom would be a Babarrel if we had a Babarrel. But we don't have Babarrel anymore, so we have to have Revavroom because you can't have the Dunsparce because the Dunsparce shuffles itself back in the deck. It's just the fact that you have to discard an energy is really tough because this deck realistically just wants to have 6 energy in it. But with Revavroom, you got to play, if you play 6 energy, you have to have more recovery and ways to find the energy. So it's a little tough to be like, oh yeah, Revavroom's great. I would much rather have Babarrel. Okay, now you're just letting me have my way with you. Now I'm just whacking off for fun. Look at that, 240, easy. There is no hype. It's just people are saying that you can put 4 Rigid Band on it. And then you can have the new, whatever the hell it's called, the new Kling Klang reduces 20 and then Full Metal Lab. But 4 Rigid Band on a Revavroom EX isn't that great. It's basically just Steven's Metagross with Granite Cave and Carbink. So it's actually not that insane. Oh, look at this. It does not look like I have an empty bench spot, but I can play Precious Trolley. I hate that. They failed miserably. You failed this city. All right, well, let's play another game with this deck just to see how it goes. Because, you know, things shouldn't be this bad, right? If we didn't prize the Precious Trolley, it could have been a lot more fun, but we prized the trolley. We didn't get anything from the trolley? Anything from the trolley, dears? Oh, Lucas, I see you subtweeting Pokemon. I see you subtweeting about fixing the game board. I see you sliding into those DMs. Yeah, I'm everywhere. You've been exposed. Unfortunately, your toes have not been exposed, but other things have been exposed. You're caught in 4K, am I right? All right, press 1 if Trolley's going to be prized again. Press 2 for just going to start Cornerstone and nothing else. Okay, we're about to find out. Okay, oh, this is going to be great. Because we can go, I mean, I do have to play with my balls, which is a little unfortunate, but we can go Area 0, Cornerstone, Trolley, Insanity. All right, but what variant of Chansey do you think they're playing? Because they're not playing the cool Chansey for the win. I called you, Daddy? Hang on. Step 1, play with your balls. That's always step 1 in any plan you may have. Step 2, get something from the trolley. No energy? We don't need any. Where we're going, we don't need energy. Actually, we do need energy quite badly. But I can just fill up my entire bench with just everybody. All right, so, oh, geez. Yep, let's just get all the things. That's a pretty disgusting board. But yeah, could you imagine if we got an energy? That would have been perfecto. But, you know, that's why we can't have nice things. Well, you have to have a bunch of evolutions. So if you're wondering why is there 4 Varooms, because you have to have a bunch of evolutions in the deck. So it's just like, well, you want to have as much card draw as possible. And I figured, you know, 4 of a room, why not? And this is actually perfect because we have to take one-shots against Blissey. Otherwise, Monkey Dory would just absolutely body us. And yes, well, Zekrom is, it's the idea of Zekrom, right? Okay, so we go TM Evolution on this guy. Iono. I just need an energy. I don't need any evolutions. I just need an energy. Okay, that actually worked out really, really well. Revavroom, Rabsca, attach an energy to you, Rumbling Engine, because we can still get the Reuniclus. We did not get the we can still get the Reuniclus. I don't think I want to take that risk, though. I don't want to take that risk Uniqueless. That wasn't even a sentence. I'm sorry. And For the Win already subtweeted Pokemon as well. Everyone's getting exposed today. For the Win, For the Win highlighted the patch notes and said that there's no fix for the game board, so it's just gonna look terrible. Well, it's the fact that, oh, if you take 4 prizes, I can do 330 damage. So you have to be so aware that a Zekrom is just lurking somewhere, like me, outside of a foot spa. You know, you just have to be aware that it's always lurking, always ready to beat you off. So I'm in a situation where I have to Revavroom for all the cards. Okay, go for my Cornerstone. Oh, they're going for Rev. Okay. That's annoying. I do have Air Balloon somewhere. Well, that's unfortunate. All right, well, let's, I guess we just attach that there. Oh, no, I screwed that up. That's my bad. I mean, I would have drawn, what, 1 or 2 cards if I super rotted first and then discarded. I would have drawn 2 cards. And I would have needed one of them to be Arven. Was that a Cornerstone mask? It's impossible to tell with some of these arts. All right, go ahead. Oh, wow, 60 damage and confusion. So exciting. All right, here we go. We got Lana's Aid. Great. That's what I've always wanted. Actually, believe it or not, that's actually good. Because what I'll do is I'll go up with Solosis. I'll retreat off the fighting energy. I'll Lana's Aid for Revavroom and Varoom. And then I guess we just knock out the monkey. But knocking out the monkey doesn't really help. Maybe what I should do is go up with the Ogre Pawn. Oh, I'm cooking now. I am so cooking. We're going to go up with the Ogre Pawn. We're going to bait out. We're going to masterfully bait. Oh, they're just giving me the Ogre Pawn? Okay. They definitely think Reuniclus has an ability. They 100% think Reuniclus has an ability, or else they wouldn't be doing this. Yeah, I can guarantee you. They don't know that Reuniclus is abilityless. And Clan Burglar, well, they also banned one of the best cards in the set. Because, you know, they definitely know what they're doing. Alright, so retreat that. Duosion. Lana's Aid. 1, 2. This should be a weak never deck. And then we go Poffin, burn the Poffin. I guess I do want to get the Rellor out of the deck. Just to increase my chances of getting something. And then we're getting a hot 3. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? We got nothing. We literally have nothing. This is so cool. I am heavily embarrassed right now. We just have to go end turn. And Lucas, unless it's a link to feet picks, I'm not interested. Yeah, like to be fair, Reuniclus is like a week 1 deck for this set, which is insane. But we haven't shown them the Reuniclus, which is really good. They think Monkey Dory is going to save them. Monkey Dory will not save them. The confusion is what could possibly save them. All right, we just go up with the Duosion. I have Rabsca. We're going to be fine. I am not coping. We'll be fine. Knocking out the Blissey is going to be impossible if they bump the area 0, though. All right, so that goes there. We play with our rod. We go, oh, God. Yeah, we need the Solosis. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Okay. And then I am choosing to believe in the heart of the cards here. We got Reuniclus. We're going to Iono. It's all going to work out. Please tell me it's going to work out. Hey, okay, we definitely are going for a Blissey right now if we can knock it out. We cannot knock out a Blissey, so that's bad. I guess it's just Evo Lariat. Ichigo, we're playing with both. All right, I believe we just lose now. Yeah, the Area 0 build has not performed. For some reason, we're just never finding our evolutions. Who wants to see me play with a horny toad? Press 1 if you want me to play with a horny toad, or what are the other options? What else can we test? We can test Seismitoad or Tortuga. Tortuga or Seismitoad, and we lose. Tortuga or Seismitoad are the options. Yeah, we just lose, unfortunately, because I'm out of Area 0. And Nankiss, well, hey, all you got to do is spend 19,000 trainer points to complete the battle pass. That's all you got to do. 19,000 trainer points completes the battle pass. You get 230 packs and a bunch of collector crates, and you're good to go. All right, so let's play the Horny Toad, which, believe it or not, did kind of work when I played it earlier. Which spreads the most cheeks? Trust your pilot spreads the most cheeks all day, baby. But yeah, we can play Tortuga. We'll play Tortuga next. I just have to... God, Limitless is so amazing. You know, where PTCGL fails repeatedly, Limitless is just always there to save the day. All right, not a bad start. And I think we need an Ursaluna, because what I didn't take into account is that you only are ever going to have a maximum of 4 Tortuga available to you in the Tortuga deck, because you have 4 fossils. Yes, there's some shenanigans you can do, but realistically, you're just going to have 2. So I think it needs to have an Ursaluna, because if you need to have that finisher. Or you can go the opposite direction and have like an opener. Or you can play Luxurious Cape. There's lots of options to overcome the fact that you're going to have like 4 Pokemon. Turd to thank you for your expert comment there, Clamburglar. What would we do without you? Snorlax doll? Nah, the only doll I like is the Gardevoir Love doll. All right, so we just got to start thinning. Let's play with our Poffin. So we... Oh my god, are you freaking kidding me? At least we have the redeemable ticket. So I have to Arven for redeemable ticket. And then, I guess, get the Bangle. Because this is just like an unwinnable matchup here. So we go redeemable ticket. We have to Artazon. Okay, we got double Temple. That's cool. And then Brave Bangle. Next turn we can oh, this is you know, the only thing that could make this hand better is if we got Jellicent in the active. Oh my god, what is this hand? PTCGL is like, hey, what if we prized half your Temple and then we put you up against Jellicent and then gave you a hand of items? Today really is cursed. You know, maybe it's time to take a hiatus from this game. I did get invited to the Alestrals beta. Maybe we play some Alestrals or something. Or maybe I just, you know, I disappear. I disappear into the night until Mega Evolution comes out. And for the win, I haven't received anything yet because obviously they're, you know, they're a little busy right now. So yeah, I think they just reached out to every creator, which is really nice. And I was actually going to back the Alestrals Kickstarter, but when it was releasing, it was like November, which is when Surging Sparks came out. And I was like, well, I would like to do it. I would like to back the game and get beta access, but I wouldn't be able to put any time into it. Try Nuzlocke. The problem is that I have a 300 gigabyte video that I need to work on. And until I finish that, I can't do anything else. And I've done a Nuzlocke before. Trust Your Pilot's done a Nuzlocke before. Okay, so I need to top deck like an Iono and get everything. Well, that was fun. God, Jellicent is the worst. We got to change how we build our decks now because of Jellicent. And that's not good. But Alestrals definitely seems like it's fun. And, you know, it seems like it's made by people who really care. It's made by a YouTuber. You know, anything made by a YouTuber is going to be good. I'm not biased at all. Just ask Logan Paul. Hey, if Logan Paul wants to give me money to promote Prime, I'll do it. But because right now, the only Prime I'm promoting is Amazon Prime. Did you know that if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch Prime sub that you can give to your favorite creator that starts with a T and ends with a T? Okay, so it's Toadscruel. Toadscruel has 280 hit points, unless this is a different deck. And Beppo, Buka to Beppo, thank you. See, I knew I could get you. I knew I could masterfully bait you, Beppo. See, that's all you got to do is you just gotta masterfully bait people until they give you money. It's worked out for me. And Beppo, thank you. See, all it takes is just begging. If you beg, people will give you money after you masterfully bait them. All right, well, this is a start. We didn't prize a Temple. And then we go Tool. Right, I forgot to swap the balloons, by the way. That does happen sometimes. All right, so we go U. I can't retreat, so that's cool. But we're pretty well set up here. Oh, why didn't I get the air balloon? I wasn't thinking. It's because what went through my head when I saw the air balloon was, damn, I really should switch those to the other art. That was what was going through my mind, was that, oh, I really hate that I have the old art, but that's because Limitless didn't have the new arts of air balloon in when I was building the decks. So I'm blaming Limitless. You know, I praise Limitless and then I take away that praise. It is a slippery slope. Just like my feet after being lotioned, it's slippery. I wonder if they're going to bring up a Temple. Oh my god, what a shock. Alright, well, I won't make that mistake twice. Unless they knock out my Temple. Because they have a dead hand. Is the frog better than Tortuga? Tortuga's... Did they just get everything they needed? Tortuga is better in some ways, but the frog is just a worse Typhlosion, which I think is a worse Reuniclus, but Reuniclus didn't really perform, so it's tough to say exactly. But yeah, we'll go Arven for... Ooh, Titty Mountain. All right, so we go Gravity Mountain. Arven for... Let's get... I mean, we don't actually need anything. We don't need the Brave Bangle. We don't need anything else. So I think what I do is it's a little risky. But we don't need any damage modifiers. I'm just going to go for the Seismitoad. Get the Toad into play. And then Grasping Jaw for 6. Seems like a plan. And then we got the Loma, which is the backbone of this deck, even though I don't think it has a backbone. It has... I wonder what the anatomy of that... Oh, crap. I wonder what the anatomy of this thing is. Like, does it have bones? Because it gives me one. Oh, okay. But, so yeah, if you're wondering, this just goes and gets a basic from your discard pile. You want to put this into play with a youngster. Press 1 if you want to play with a youngster. All right, we got the Night Stretcher, so we have a knockout on Toedscruel, which is amazing, but I need to get some things. Some things need to happen if I want to win this game. You play with a youngster while you're touching your undersea tunnel? And Beppo, oh, when you put down a Squawkabilly, I also believe. So the reason they're doing things that are unconventional is because they have dead hands. Oh, use the fish in Wugtrio. Okay. I thought something smelled fishy. Alright, as long as I can get a Palpitoad this turn, we should be okay. If I can't get a Palpitoad this turn, we're less okay. Hey, okay, never mind. That we don't need a Palpitoad when we got a Seismitoad. And we go reversal on you, so that's a knockout. We are in pretty good situation. I'll waste the Poffin because we don't need it. So then we go Temple down. We're doing 310. I was going to say 280. We're doing 310 with the Bangle, but the Bangle doesn't really do anything in this type of matchup. What the hell is this hand? I think I can wait a turn. I think. Like, I want to get a Palpitoad, but what do I get rid of to get the Palpitoad? That's just such an awkward hand. I guess I would get rid of the bosses. I could get rid of the bosses and an Ignition, or maybe it would be a reversal because I'm going to be able to take knockouts. What I will say is that I am more happy about Seismitoad than Reuniclus because of the Mommy. So because of Mommy, I like it, because this just gets you your Temple back, but Temple only having 60 hit points really hurts it. So that is just bodied by Dragapult and you need a Rabsca. But, you know, 280, which is, it's a very easy 280. Because with Typhlosion, I mean, well, Typhlosion's still easier though, right? Because you need the stage 2. You need the stage 2 no matter what. With Typhlosion, you need the stage 2. It's just that Quilava is better than Palpitoad. But this can be a little bit faster. I guess it's one advantage over Typhlosion is you don't have to worry about putting things in the discard pile. You just have to worry about, well, prizing. That's obviously an issue. Silver, I think it's either 1 or 2 hassle. I didn't put, it's not much of a hassle, but it's a little bit of a hassle. I also have to get an Air Balloon. If we don't get an Air Balloon, I probably, actually, we're fine. Because I'll put the Alomomola in the active. If I don't get the Air Balloon, we still have a turn cushion. And as you can see from Seismitoad, there's lots of cushion for the push in there. Well, yeah, Typhlosion's just better in general. Because it attacks for a single fire instead of a reversal or an ignition. Yeah, the Quilava just gets you Ethan's Adventure, which gets you your Pokemon and your energy. The only slight improvement to Seismitoad is that you can probably do 280 a little bit faster, but like 1 turn faster. But then you're relying on special energy, which isn't my favorite. And, you know, you can't Night Stretcher for special energy. So it's just tough. And we can use reversal again. Yes, we can. That's my favorite Hillary Clinton slogan. Hey, we got a Palpitoad. Attaboy. All right. Yeah, I guess it's just a hassle and hope for a balloon. Hey, we are so deep inside them right now. And do I even want an air balloon? Would I rather? No, I don't need Hilda. I guess it's just a Seismitoad. Sure. And then air balloon. Gentle Fin. Get the Temple. I really like this combo. The combo is just smooth as my feet. All right, then we go round. No, Sido, you had the perfect joke. Okay, I will, if anyone sees it, I will let you do it, and I will pin your comment. But if you don't, because I know where Saito was going with that, but you were so close. There is such an amazing joke that you could tell right now. And if you don't do it, then I will. Just to prove to you how quick-witted I am, how amazing I am, how my brain is just goated. I will give you 10 more seconds, because there's like a 10 to 15 second delay on the stream. I will give you a chance. Fat Cats, if you fail Fat Cats, you're banned. I'm gonna ban anyone who tries and fails, because you need to learn. You know, kids these days are coddled too much. We need to ban them for failing at things that don't matter. Pokemon go to the temples. Get it? Because the joke is Pokemon go to the polls. Pokemon go to the temples. See? You could have done that joke. You would have been a stream legend. But now I am the legend. Now I am legend. And you wanted to ban... Yeah, because yours was bad. Mine was goated. And new name, I see you saw the Mahone clip. Oh, I knew I should have maybe gone for a preemptive Fezandipiti. But that would have been too much of a hassle. Oh no. Oh no, this is perfect. Cards in your can't be put by effects of a... Oh no! We lose! Oh no, they're giving us a 210. Okay, that's fine. I was going to say we're going to lose, but they're giving me a Teal Mask Ogerpon. This guy would have lost us the game if they didn't have 210 hit point Pokemon. And Saito, there we go. All right, let's see. Maybe the game will break and it'll do it. We got Thanos in chat. Where's Thanos? All right, so they knock out. Wait, are they? They have the knockout, right? Because, oh, reversal isn't live, but they should still have it, right? 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, yeah. All right, will PTCGL break? It shouldn't, but I don't think they had a Loma Momola. Oh, no, because it puts it on the bench. It puts it on the bench. There we go. Okay, yeah, I was reading it wrong. It puts it on the bench. So, yes, the ability will work. They might give me a what face, but this is... I should have used Hassle first. We'll be fine. Should have used Hassle, because then we might have Clefa'd, and that would have been better, but we'll be fine. Oh, we are not fine. Actually, do we have it? Hang on, I think we have it, right? Hey! Who's the goat? Who's the Seismitoad goat? This guy. Damn straight. Look at that. We just won with Seismitoad. We got some rare disease from licking this toad, but that's okay. And Mango's damn straight. Imagine losing to Seismitoad. But no, Seismitoad is really good if your opponent has Pokemon with 280 or less hit points. The problem is that Seismitoad can only get it up to 310 once with Maximum Belt. So you kind of need Gravity Mountain, but like you get one Gravity Mountain, one Maximum Belt. It's just a worse Typhlosion. That's the problem. So we'll go create a deck. We'll play Tortuga. And I like turtles. There we go. I like turtles. And what are we missing? We're missing the fossil. No, Zenith, it's if they have Pokemon. Like, if they have 2 prizers that have 200 or less hit points, then it's goated. It's toted. That was bad. We're not doing that. Now, the reason for the Win doesn't stream on Twitch anymore is because YouTube is where it's at. You know, why would you try to build 2 communities on 2 different sites when you can make everyone come together in one circle? So For the Win definitely has, you know, I should stream on YouTube. Then I would have, you know, like, think of it this way. I have almost 25,000 subs on YouTube, and I'm 44 followers away from 7,000 here. And handsomest, ooh, you've Pikachu'd my interest. Hey, we got the turn 1 fossil. That's awesome. And then we go Luminous. Oh, they're playing. Oh, we lose. Join the dark side. Well, we'll see. You dropped a stream. Well, I'll do it on stream. So I will just I'll happily do it here. Okay, so I will need to test it against someone because I need to face an evolution deck. So if anyone is willing, all right. So Archeops. What do I have? I have a Dragapult Archeops deck. I'll just, I guess, adapt that. You can also raid on YouTube. That sounds good. All right, how many items they got? They got 2. They're down 2. We can take a KO if we want, and we're not weak to anything. But I think I just go find a friend. Let's bosses this guy. We'll go find a friend. It's either going to be Fez or Dunsparce. I think we go Fez. And there we go. Okay, so I'll just make like a Archeops deck. So just give me a second here. Make a call. Of course you did that. Of course. So we're just testing the bug. So there's nothing else to it. We're just testing out the bug. Shaman, Halucha. Let's get rid of that. Let's Squawk and Ball Torture. Squawk. Oh, geez. Squawkabilly. We'll get 2 of those. 4 fossils. I'm just going to cut everything that we don't need. How am I at 61 cards? All right, so we get rid of Briar and Crispin. Buddy-Buddy, put rare. We don't want rare candy. We'll just evolve through it. So we want 4 Arven. 4 Iono. We can get rid of the bosses. That's fine. We have Neo Upper Energy. Evolution. Did I just print out this page? I was trying to type in... what was I trying to type in? A Pokegear. And I accidentally went to print the page. Okay, so that should be good. And then we go... Cleffa. We don't want to put Pokemon League HQ down. I'm not an idiot. I may look like one, but I'm actually really smart. And then we go Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Did I seriously prize both? Oh, Rotom has 80 hit points. Oh, God. Rotom has freaking 80 hit points because of course it does. Why wouldn't Rotom have 80 hit points? That would require me to do math, and we don't do math here. All right, we'll just use Grasping Draw. I have Xerosic. I believe I have Airy. And Handsomus. Yeah, so if anybody has an evolution deck, we're just going to test out the Archeops. Another new Black Bolt. And white flare card needs to be banned on PTCGL. You can use Archeops's devolving ability infinitely when it should only be limited to 1. And let me just, yeah, I'll show the Archeops. So, Ancient Wang, once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may devolve one of your opponent's Pokemon. So it's very clear. You can do it once. Once during your turn, you can devolve one of your opponent's Pokemon. Three massive bugs in a very short amount of time. It's pathetic. And of course you show your face. You show your face around these parts. You disgust me. You disgust me, Rotom. All right, let's put you into play. This was just a horrible matchup. Like, if we could have just faced a multi-prize deck, we would have won. And I guess I draw all the cards here in case we get an item. It's a super well-made game. Yeah, and then don't forget, the game board was intentional. Right? The game board was an intentional decision. That's what happens when they, what happens when they do something wrong is the game breaks, but when they do something right, they give us the game board that looks horrible. Yeah, we'll just concede. So if anybody wants to battle. And we'll go share, copy as text. So, oh, yeah, I do want to delete that. And send me a battle request. Whoever wants, the first person to send me a battle request gets it. Oh, you'll get it. You'll get it all right. And I guess I should just have Cleffa. Right, we can just get rid of the Dreepy and the Dracloak and stuff, and we'll just have Cleffa. Seems better. We'll just go Cleffa. 1, 2, 3, and we have, oh god, I got the Pokegears. So first person to send the battle request or the friend request. And yeah, we have 7 energy. I guess I should have fighting, whatever. I should have fighting energy. It's fine. We don't need to, where we're going, we don't need to worry about that stuff. Is there anything else I can get? So we have, yeah, we don't need counter catcher. We just need to churn through the deck as much as possible. We have 2 Squawkabilly. Let's get 3 Squawkabilly in here. We need all the Squawkabillies. We actually don't need Buddy-Buddy Poffin. We need to play with our nest balls. Okay, so that's the Archeops test deck. Here we go. Who's got it? Fat Cats? Fat Cat sent a challenge. Custom match settings. Wait, what? Oh, because it's join match. I'm sorry, handsomest. You came too slowly, but I will, do you want me to thank you in the tweet? Do you have a Twitter account? Just when you think it can't, just when you think PTCGL can't get worse. All right, so we ought to have a little bit of talk back here. And no, it's a terrible IGN because they're not the handsomest PTCGL layer. Wait, who put a Wugtrio deck in front of me? But yeah, handsomest, do you have a Twitter account that you want me to thank? Thanks to handsomest PTCG layer on Twitch. Because otherwise I'm just going to plug my Twitch channel. I'm cultured. What do you mean you're cultured? Yeah, you're cultured like a bacteria. Huh? Okay, so we got the plume fossil. That's great. And then we go Poffin to just thin out the Cleffa. Somehow we have failed miserably at life. That's cool. Let's go Squawkabilly. And then, I mean, I guess I just Squawkabilly. We don't need anything. There we go. Perfect. Thank you. So yeah, just get some evolution set up. Fat Cats, all you gotta do is just get some evolution set up and we'll be okay. Okay, what? That's not an evolution. You need to have many evolutions. You need to have multiple evolutions in play. Did I put I should have Iono, right? No, but for the win, reread handsomest PTCG layers username. They're missing a P. They cannot pee on me. That is the problem. As much as I want them to pee on me, they can't. All right, we go. Actually, we'll just fill our hand with things. Okay, that's good. And then we go Mesa Goza. Well, I just thanked handsomest PTCG layer, so they'll know. They will know. Because I've definitely have run out of space in the tweet. I have 7 characters left. I can't even write thanks for the tip. And Pokemari is very upset that Prism Energy is not getting fixed until Tuesday. Pokemari quote tweeted and just went on a long rant that makes me proud. I'm very proud, Pokemari. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Get ready to clip it and ship it, everybody. I'm definitely not gonna... Actually, I should probably save the tweet just in case. Just in case I screw this up. Okay, here we go. Can we devolve all of their Pokemon with my Ancient Wang? It very specifically states once per turn. Once during your turn, if this is in the active, you may devolve one of your opponent's Pokemon. Oh, good God, this is such a well-made game, isn't it? PTCGL, so well-made. Another Prism Energy banned, Hydreigon EX banned, and now Archeops has to get banned. Such a great game. Now let's see where the clip begins. Okay, the clip begins in an okay spot. Uh-oh. Pay no attention to that guy. So download landscape version. And then, yeah, we will download offset. Oh, yeah, sorry. I need to concede. So another new Black Bolt and White Flare card needs to be banned on PTCGL. You can use Archeops' devolving ability infinitely when it should only be limited to once per turn per Archeops. Just when you think PTCGL can't get worse. Thanks to handsomest PTCG layer on Twitch. So yes, read the ability once during your turn. If this is in the active spot, you may devolve one of your opponent's evolved Pokemon. You can do it infinitely. God, this is embarrassed. This game is an embarrassment. Archeops is broken as well. Oh man, hey, my fingers are faster than yours, Lucas, and yeah, I will accept the friend request. Luke, who's Monkey Dory D. Luffy? Because that's actually a good name. That's one, as much as you're a weeb and you're a nerd for having a name like that, that's actually a good one. All right, let's go back to the turtles. We'll play turtles one more time. We'll make it turtle time one more time. Oh, that's what you were saying. I thought you were saying PTCG like, oh, okay. I see what you mean. Okay. For the win, I forgive you for being British. Oh, I got fast fingers and slippery toes. And if somebody, for the win, here's the tweet links if you want to quote tweet it to say something snarky. You know, say something that only a British person could say. Something real snarky that would just, you know, makes them cry. And Gropius, the first person to reply is named Gropius. Can we just get a new client at this point made by people who know what they are doing? And Jester, it's been a minute since they took entire archetypes, Lamau. Oh, this is the game that keeps on giving. Thank you for... Oh, it looks like PTCGL is going to be down for... That's terrible for the win. You disappoint me. You know, you have to pretend like you're a British TV show. You have to take 6 years to make 6 episodes. You don't just fire one out right away. You gotta edge yourself a little bit. British doesn't get likes. Yeah, but being passive aggressive does. And Bounce, can't wait for the maintenance announcement schedule for the 29th that they won't tell us about until after they fix the other cards. Yeah, there's just no other decks that excite me. This is just such a boring set, right? I'll play the Scrafty deck after this one because I don't think they're here. Unless I say bottle of water. And Handsomest, you did not. Yeah, I was going to write a tweet, obviously before everything went to hell. I was going to write a tweet that you can tell the quality of a PTCGL set by how many bans there are. 1 is bad, 2 is embarrassing, 6 is the record. But now we're at 3. What is 3? If 1 is bad and 2 is embarrassing, is 3 humiliating? And Skybreaker, yeah, we don't have Omastar V anymore. And yes, that's how you pronounce it. It's not Omastar, it's Omastar, which I hate. And Ginkgo, we used to have somebody. There used to be a very competent developer by the name of Direwolf who worked on this game who knew what they were doing. And then the Pokemon Company fired them and decided to bring development in-house. And this is the result. And look at this. Like, people are like, oh man, we gotta get that boosted XP. This is the second day. I'm already at level 32. We don't... The Battle Pass is not a concern. Completing the Battle Pass, I'm a third of the way done the Battle Pass in 30 hours. And it's a 10-week Battle Pass. I think we're okay. All right, so yeah, I'll do Scrafty next. And then we're just trying to find a game with Tortuga. But I forgot that Rotom has 80 hit points and not 70. Which is really dumb. So maybe I need Precious Trolley. And Lime, yeah, we're just playing Tortuga. So again, in the deck. Zoroark Jelly? Zoroark Jelly. But Skybreaker, the problem is I can come up with 100 ideas for decks based on Black Bolt and White Flare cards. None of them are good. That is the problem, is that none of them are good. What the hell? Okay, can I just... Thank you. There we go. I've looked at all 172 cards multiple times. It is embarrassing. All right, so let's go double Dunsparce. Fat Cats, it seems good. Yes, I agree. It seems good. I guess we have to Squawk and Ball Torture here. And then we go that there. Ultra Ball. I guess. Yeah, we just get the Rotom, and then we Squawkabilly. So this is a pretty good turn 1. Don't love it, don't hate it. Okay. Sure. The problem is I don't know how many items this deck is going to have. And they just attached a Choice Band to a Snorlax. Don't see that very often. And you come in a Zoro? That's gross, Skybreaker. This is a family-friendly channel. Yeah, Zoro work is good. Is Samurott working? No one's ever played it, so no one knows. I would imagine Samurott is working simply because it's just an escape rope ability. So I wouldn't think that that would be broken, but then again, this is PTCGL and you never know. All right, so we go Crushing Pulse. I want to go Arven for Ultra Ball. I have a plan, don't you worry. And Mangoes. That is an idea. So let's get rid of Maractus and Ursaluna. We want to Dunsparce. And then I go for Fossil and we win. But like there's Gothitelle with other things. Yeah, the Banette is kind of annoying, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily good. It's just annoying. All right, so we go Crushing Pulse. Get rid of all those sexy items. Okay, I'll take those. Yeah, curse words. Your opponent chooses 3 cards from their hand and shuffles them into their deck. The problem with the Banette and, you know, Gothitelle in general is that if they have Mew in play, then they can just draw cards. And don't forget, they can just get set up, right? You have to get a stage 2 and a stage 1 set up before a Dragapult deck gets, you know, a Dracloak and an Energy. Right? Do you think you're going to be able to get a stage 2 and a stage 1 setup before a Dragapult deck gets a Dracloak with an Energy on it? And the answer is no. That's never going to happen. That's impossible. Of course, that's terrible. Okay, so this is rough. Yeah, Crustle with Tortuga. That was something I was thinking about that maybe could be a thing. And Mangoes. Well, I'm trying to specify that. I'm trying to specify that they need to be good, even though I know they won't be. All right, worst case scenario, we lose the game. Where the hell's the Tortuga? Fezandipiti? Tortuga? Okay, that's the opposite of Tortuga. Do I have a Cleffa in the deck? I have a Dunsparce. What else we got? We have a Rotom that I can't attach to. I guess I just let the Relicanth get knocked out because the Caracosta only protects against special energy and they're obviously not going to have special energy. So let's just go attach to you, Air Balloon, the Fez, and then Iono. And I can definitely just, well, actually I can't use Mimikyu to win. Yeah, Tool Scrapper is definitely going to be something that sees play in the very near future. And I think, I mean, they can do 80. Ivzation. I think I just retreat into the Fez. Because I don't think they're doing anything. And Mangoes, yeah. The Elgium, for those of you who don't know, Elgium moves energy anywhere on your opponent's Pokemon. So the Elgium could move an energy from the Zacian to the Snorlax. It doesn't have to move from the active to a bench. It can be a bench to a bench. And then the Cubchoo just prevents them from attacking. But I still think Corner, preventing retreating is better than preventing attacking. Because if you're preventing attacking, they can still retreat, right? So you'd rather prevent retreating because, you know, decks play people that won't attack, right? Like I would just bring up the Fezandipiti and then they can't retreat the Fezandipiti, which is a lot better. How many items they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're doing 210. Cubchoo and Spidops is good. I will not argue with that. All right. We can actually start winning now. I just have to, I think bosses the Zacian. Or no, we bosses the Fez. And then I Airy. I believe is the correct call. I bosses the Fez. And then we hit him with an Airy. Lime, none. Well, Zekrom, but that was yesterday. But otherwise, that's a hot 0. Okay, well, we're going for the Xerosic, I think. Because if I If I Airy, we're only hitting 2. I'm believing in the heart of the cards that they have to get rid of 3. They have to get rid of 3 items. Heart of the cards, they have to get rid of 3 items. Please tell me this was not a bad idea. I am choosing to believe that they have to get rid of 3 items. Don't do the math. Don't do the math, Brill. Get rid of 3 items. You have to get rid of 6 cards. 3 of them have to be items. There's no... all of your Pokemon are in play. You're going to get rid of 6 items. Darren, do not do the math. What the hell was that? They only got rid of 1 item? I call shenanigans on that. That's very mean. But Limegrow, Black Bolt, and White Flare is exactly as I predicted. It is a terrible set for competitive play. The fact that they made every Pokemon an illustration rare or a special illustration rare just goes to show you what the set was designed for. The set was 100% designed not for us. It was designed for, oh, my butt is getting sucked right now. Okay, well, we knock out the dude. We knock out the Archaludon. We lose the game. And it's great. There's a research. Okay, so let's go Super Rod, the Fez. Well, actually, we don't want the Fez back in anymore. Energy, and I guess Ursaluna, even though we don't need the Ursaluna. And then I go Airy. Oh my god, they just have it like that. Well, I'm taking I don't care. I'm taking a knockout. It's just so disappointing. You give us 172 cards, and it's like, what's the best card in the set? Air Balloon. A card we just had. Oh, what's another good card? Prism Energy. Yeah, we banned that. What, you ban Prism Energy? What's a fun card? Archeops. Oh, we're going to have to ban that one, too. Yeah, I mean, I still think there's a world where Tortuga is playable. You know, either with Iron Thorns or Crustal, or just going really like 4 Rotom and not having anything else. There's a world for it. It's just, it's just not good enough. Like, I can whack off with the best of them. It's just, I know, because I've whacked off so much in my life, I can tell just by looking at a deck if it has competitive potential. Like Hornitoad, Seismitoad. Yes, this is a playable deck. It does 280 quite reliably. The problem is that Typhlosion is better. So why would you play Typhlosion, or why would you play Seismitoad when Typhlosion's just a better Seismitoad? Right? Like, yes, Seismitoad is competitively viable. It is, I would classify Seismitoad as a road deck, but Typhlosion is a competitive deck. There's a difference. I would not consider... Oh, we're going to lose this one, aren't we? Turbo Energize, Janine Seedrifar. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Thorns Archeops. Oh, no, I was saying I was mixing decks. They thought Mandibuzz. The problem with Mandibuzz is, what do you do against Raging Bolt, right? Like, Mandibuzz is just useless against Raging Bolt. Yeah, it can bring down 70 hit point Pokemon, and spread decks might like it. But it's a stage 1 and they have to have the Pokemon in their hand. So yes, we can whack off with it for the win. We'll definitely open his mouth super wide and then forget that he doesn't put his face in thumbnails anymore, and then I'll get sad. Because I like to pretend when I'm alone at night, I like to pretend that I'm feeding for the win through the thumbnails. It's like, here comes the airplane for the win. Oh, we're passing Big Ben. Oh, there's the stadium. Oh, they don't call it soccer. They call it football where you are. So that's what I do. That's my life. All right. Let's go Brute Bonnet. Let's get... Wait, can I Pecharunt? Hey, we can't. Oh, no, we can. Wait, do I just win? Hold the... Oh, no, we don't have Perilous Jungle, so we'll be 10 damage short, but that's kind of funny. All right, well, let's... Doesn't really matter the order which we do this in, but I don't have the Donk, unfortunately. Because, believe it or not, I don't actually play the poison package for the poison. I play it for the Mochi, and you need to have Darkness Pokemon to attack with Scrafty for the maximum. So it's like, who are the best Darkness Pokemon in Standard? And unfortunately, Zoroark is one of them. I hate to say it. Zoroark is unfortunately one of the best Darkness Pokemon in Standard. And this is another list from the Road Decks video, and that's an okie dokie. We are big screwed. Wait, why are you playing okie dokie when Prism Energy's banned? You're a crazy person. What the hell is this hand? What the hell is this hand? Okay, well, I guess Wait, can I knock out the Monkey Dory with a Zorua? Oh, wait, can I knock it out with Scraggy? Hang on, can I knock out the Monkey Dory with a Scraggy? Yes, and then they won't get to activate Fezandipiti if they have one. Oh, this is... but I should probably use TM Evolution. Okay, I will use TM Evolution, even though it's boring. And it does kind of force them to do something. But we've already taken a prize, so I'm not as concerned. And then we just go... sure, we'll put a Binding Mochi. Just know, I could have beaten you off, Monkey Dory. You were spared today. And let's go you and you. Scrafty. I'll show you what Scrafty does in a second for those of you who forget. Because I know you all watched my video, but it was, you know, a week or two ago. And Limegrel, it depends how it goes. It'll either be this match, will be the last one. Actually, you know what? We'll do one more. Today was such a terrible stream, we'll do one more, and I'll even do a prediction for it. So Scrafty, Ruffian's Attack. Flip a coin for each Darkness Pokemon you haven't played, does 60 damage for each heads. So it can do up to 360, which, again, is not very good. But you can build a deck around it, and there's Janine's Secret Fart, so we're okay. So, like, this is a road deck. But you have to jump through so many hoops. You have to get all dark Pokemon into play. You have to be able to draw cards, which is Fezandipiti and Zoroark. You have to get 2 Darkness Energy on this in a format without Dark Patch. And Fat Cats, I have no idea what you're talking about. And Silver, yeah, the worst Keldeo. It's worse than Keldeo GX. It's like... What I think happened with Keldeo EX is they took the text from a baby Keldeo and they just decided to make that Keldeo EX and they just forgot to buff it. They forgot to Jimmy buff it. Oh, that's an insane top deck. Okay, let's go Fez and Skibidi. I'm pretty sure we're knocking out the Okie Dokie. And then, yeah, we'll go 1, 2... Want to thin out the deck. I always forget. I always get Janine mixed up with Crispin. And then that goes there. You're poisoned. We want to poison you. So if Perilous Jungle is not in the list, Perilous Jungle should definitely be in the list. Even though it's only 3 extra damage, but that should definitely be a thing. Can I get an experience share or something? Nope. Okay. All right. The first ever Ruffian's Attack is being launched right now. Are you ready? We need a coin flip counter for this guy. Maybe this will be the deck on Monday or something. Oh, hello. That's a knockout, right? Hey, I mean, we did 280, but that actually worked. Okay, you know, I'm seeing the vision. You know, unlike Scarlet Witch, So even if you only flip 3 heads. So if you get 50%, that's 180 with a Binding Mochi, that's 220, plus 10 more from Brute Bonnet. That's 220 on a single prizer, and you still have Pecharunt for the end of the game to do big damage. You can take big KOs. You can donk. It's not a good enough donk deck. It's not a good enough road deck. It's not a good enough, well, I mean, there's no such thing as a good Zoroark deck. Keldeo GX was protected against GXs, so that was the only, you know, claim to fame. It had a good GX attack, but it was pretty boring otherwise. But Keldeo GX was playable. That's one thing I can say, is that Keldeo GX was playable. I believe we win now. because I am just goated like that. So we go Pecharunt, gets the experience share. That goes there. We can trade away the Nest Ball. We don't need anything, so let's just go Toxic Powder. And Ruffians attack again. So pretty much, if we can just get 50% on coin flips with Scrafty... See, of course, I'm not filming a YouTube video and it starts doing really well. Soon as I'm off and not filming a YouTube video, that's when it starts working. I am seeing the potential with Scrafty. You know, obviously this is success bias. Can somebody bet like 10,000 channel points that I'm going to lose with this deck? Because that's probably more likely. Are you seriously going to use Brute Bundle? Are you going to use Iron Bundle here? Like, do you honestly think the luck is going to continue into the next game? There's absolutely no shot. There is no chance that this deck performs nearly as good as it did last time. And Lucas, thank you for sliding into my DMs. Okay, so we go Pecharunt gets an energy. My Scrafty just evolved in the discard pile because this is a well-made game. But I like the fact that you have access to Pecharunt EX for the end of a game. That is super duper strong in my opinion. We can Iono them to nothing. We have another 5 card draw. We just need to find an energy or an experience share, or, well, that doesn't work, but we got the energy. Okay, I think I'm going to fast track Scrafty. Whether it deserves it or not, I think Scrafty gets fast tracked. I forgot to poison, didn't I? Doesn't matter, we just flipped 5 heads, baby. I forgot to poison, didn't I? But it doesn't matter. Okay, wait, did you seriously? Choose prediction outcome. Oh, wow, you bet 13,000 against me. We're absolutely going to win. Fat Cats, I will win it for you. Yeah, but remember, I'm not putting this in a YouTube video. This is just testing. Okay, wait, did they just immediately... Oh, because they got nothing. They just immediately passed. And we have Pecharunt EX. Yeah, it's not this game, it's the next game. So, watch me go 0 for 6 and not knock out the bundle. Oh, man, come on. Save some of this luck for next week when I play with you. Or maybe I just, you know, maybe I wake up tomorrow and I'm like, I don't want to play Jellicent. We're just playing Scrafty all day. Because I can build an Area 0 list with this guy pretty easily. I think Zoroark is unfortunately like the missing link. You cut out the Bonnet, you cut out the Pecharunt, you cut out the Mochi. And thank you, Linfa. Hey, if you're anything like me, Lucas, you enjoy exposing yourself in front of strangers on the internet. But I wonder, because the reports are going to start rolling in about Archeops. Like, what is the mindset of one of the devs or the dev right now on live? Because they're about to go home for the weekend, and then it rolls in. Oh, hey, this is broken. And I'll stick with the same list since that's what you're aware of. But like, what are they thinking, right? Are they going to ban another card? Or are they just like, whatever, no one's going to play Archeops. We already broke the game immensely. You know, I'll just pretend I didn't see it. Because they will add Archeops to the maintenance, but they have to ban it first. So they haven't updated that. Let me check the temporary card bans list. See if that's banned. No. So they have not banned... Oh, no, it was just about the maintenance. So they did just comment about the maintenance. That was the new thing. But Archeops could be the next thing that gets banned. This is a pretty rough start. Because I don't play Squawkabilly. There's a Zorua. Oh, this is a really rough start. I guess I just attach to the Pecharunt. I guess, just to have that ready to go. Because we have the reversal, which I think is a good card to have. And Silver, I would imagine the message is just, hey, we're doing routine emergency maintenance on Tuesday. And Zod, didn't somebody already use that joke on Twitter? Wob, I have defended live in the past. This is a very bad patch. 3 cards breaking within 2 days is sloppy. And Brandon, another flawless launch. Speechless. Okay. Oh, wait, is this... What is this? And Skybreaker, yep, they're not fixing them till Tuesday. Till Taco Tuesday. All right, so we just go subjugating chains. Scratch. Nah, we're fine. We're totally fine. What are they gonna do? Attach a darkness energy to Monkey Dory and win the game? Of course, I don't get any of my supporters. Literally, an ancient booster wins us the game. Right? I could have scratched and knocked out the Bidoof if we get an ancient booster. Sure, Zod. Sure. Oh, yeah, we've lost. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody who voted for this deck to win. Blame PTCGL for not giving me any playable cards. Maybe for the Area 0 build, I can put in a Squawkabilly. But then it's just like I have Squawkabilly and a Terra. And that doesn't feel good. And if you watched my Rogue Decks video, you'll know why you don't play Farigiraf in this deck. Oh, actually, if I let the Zorua get knocked out, Pecharunt is activated. Oh, goody. Oh, good. All right, well, let's, I guess just retreat into the Pecharunt. If there wasn't a prediction, I would have just conceded, but let's see who's online to raid. This was just disastrous launch, disastrous everything. A day to forget. You know, does this even deserve... All right, we'll raid Sunny, unfortunately. And they got Hilda. Well, that's not good. I think they're going to take a bunch of prizes here, but I'm not sure. Something is telling me that they're about to take a bunch of prizes, but I'm not sure what. I was going to say I'm not sure why, I'm not sure what. All right, well, should I just concede while I still have a sliver of dignity? Fat Cats, you still believe, Fat Cats? We do have the trolley. We do have the Turbo Energize. All right, let's get Fez and Scraggy. Let's just get all these guys. Just kidding. Yeah, that's accurate. Okay. If I go Turbo Energize, and then we put Darkness there, and yeah, I guess we Janine just to get more energy into play. Because I know I have enough, so we go that and that. Turbo Energize. We can still win, everybody. Press 1 if you believe. Press 2 if you're not stupid. Mr. Acquiesce. That is... I mean, the game right now is experiencing a lot of issues. So because everything broke after yesterday's update and so many cards are destroyed and they just wrecked the game, it might be because of the latest update on Tuesday. But that is a known bug that happens where sometimes they just don't let you in the game. I can get you the support form if you want to fill it out, but they're very not helpful. Yeah, the 2 hours ago. Thank you for your patience while the team investigates reports of disconnections, freezing, and latency issues. But you can fill out this form if you want to get some help, but sometimes they just close the thing and are just like, yeah, deal with it. Deal with it, buddy. Okay, well, here we go. We need... Okay, that's fine. I don't know if I even have anybody left in the deck, but we're going to try. We go reversal on you. If we go 6-0 on coin flips, we might win the game. So I know you all scoffed at the notion. But if we just get all the things, we do win. Okay, so Zoroark, and then I have to get a basic. I have to knock out the Dragapult. So I think I get rid of the bosses, because the bosses doesn't matter. Well, that didn't work. We needed a whole bunch of other things, so I'll just go Ruffians attack 6-0. Otherwise, we literally lose the game. Do you believe? Well, at least they didn't leave much doubt. And this is why I won't be playing Scraggy on tomorrow. All right, so thank you everyone for tuning in for another disastrous day in the world of TCG Live. This was an embarrassing day. Thank you, handsomest TCG layer. For exposing another massive issue with the game. And there we go. All right, so let's raid Sunny. Make sure to tell Sunny. Make sure you ask Sunny why no drops. Sunny TCG, why no drops? Why no drops? All right, so I'll probably stream tomorrow unless I wake up and come to my senses and, you know, see that Tricky Jim quote again and listen to Tricky Jim over and over until I realize that I'm wasting everything in the world. But try to enjoy Sunny. I know it's difficult.